This is Primetime Sports, WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna, 1019, 100.5, AM 1450, WGNSSports.com, Big G TV, streaming video, and always at the game. The game. It's time for the Primetime Sports Countdown to the Game, sponsored by the law offices of John Day, working hard to help injured people in Rutherford County and Middle Tennessee. Since moving to Medical Center Parkway, they've helped thousands get legal help that they've needed when they've needed it the most. If you've been injured, go to johndaylegal.com for a free consultation. And remember, there are no fees unless they win your case. Now, let's join the Primetime Sports team for tonight's featured game from WGNS and Big G TV.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Middle Tennessee Christian School. We're at SRM Field tonight as MTCS plays PCA. Both teams 3-0 in region play. Someone is going to get the win tonight that gives them the number one seed and the region championship. Will it be the Providence Christian Lions or the Middle Tennessee Christian Cougars? Brian Barrett joined by Bill Hockenberry and Rod Edwards here on a condensed pregame show, our countdown to the game. Tonight, going to talk briefly about some of the things that happened last night and what we know about 6A, but concentrate on the games that are coming up tonight on your Rick's Barbecue County Roundup, which we're going to do right now for you. Don't forget, Rick's Barbecue has quality, fresh, never frozen meats that they smoke the old-fashioned way using real hickory wood on specially designed pits to give your pork, beef, or chicken the best flavor. Don't forget slaw dogs, loaded baked potatoes. From the pit to the plate, Rick's Barbecue can feed that hungry family tonight. They're out on Warrior Drive, just right off of South Church Street near Riverdale High School. Did you recover, get enough sleep last night, Bill?
I did. I mean, what a great night of football last night, and the Battle of the Borough never disappoints.
It was a good one, 35-21. And, Rod, a lot of people are going to look at that score last night and think, well, Oakland beat them by a couple of touchdowns, which they did on paper, but it was really a one-score win.
All the second quarter, Riverdale led. In fact, going into halftime, it was about 14-13. Then they took a 9, and this is what I thought, man, they were in great shape. They took the kickoff, went the length of the field, used almost 9 minutes, and scored a touchdown, got the extra point, leading 21-13. You thought, oh, this may be a big upset here. But then Oakland quickly went down and scored, and that took
like
about 2 minutes.
Yeah,
a couple big plays. One thing, though, that first play was an inside counter. They got stopped earlier, but usually if you see they struggle, if they ever hit that inside counter, things open up. It seemed like that's the point when you know that defensively you got to defend a lot of the field.
It's almost like they use that as a test, and when it works, it just Katie bar the door.
And then you think, well, here it goes. Since we watch them so much,
yeah,
we've seen that through the years.
Well, that was one of the games. It was Blackman over Rockvale, 35-7. Siegel a winner, 27-6 to end their season on a high note. And Smyrna Bulldogs were winners 27-0 over Stewart's Creek, their rival, and that pushed them into the playoffs with some other things that happened last night. So it will be Oakland number 1 and Blackman number 2, the Riverdale Warriors number 3, and Smyrna number 4 from the region. We'll take a timeout, come back. We'll talk more about it here as we continue State Farm Prep Sports.
At Wilson Bank and Trust, we believe you shouldn't have to choose between personal service and digital solutions. This is Andy Jakes with Wilson Bank and Trust. As your local independent bank, we're proud to offer the relationships and trusted service you expect, along with the tools and technology that keep you moving forward.
Wilson Bank and Trust, here to get you there.
Whether you're a growing business, buying a home, or planning for the future, we're here to help. Because this isn't just where we work, it's where we live too.
Wilson Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Quick, convenient, efficient. 3 words that we all hope to experience when we do business. Our goal at JHA Company is to bring just that to an industry that's traditionally dictated to the customer when it's time to do business. Whether you're purchasing class pictures in a yearbook, class jewelry, a letter jacket, school spirit wear, or senior graduation products, we strive to make the experience quick, convenient, and efficient. Find out more at jhacompany.com. JHA, your one source for an unparalleled scholastic experience.
At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, we're committed to providing local car owners with top-notch auto repair services. With over 2 decades of experience, our ASC certified master technicians are experts in both foreign and domestic vehicles, ensuring accurate diagnosis and timely, cost-effective repairs. From oil changes to major engine and transmission repairs, we've got the cure for your car. Dr. Automotive, keeping your car running smoothly, mile after mile. Visit our website, smyrnaautorepair.com.
America's Thrift Stores is now open at the corner of Middle Tennessee and MLK Jr. Boulevard. Whether you're thrifting for a one-of-a-kind statement piece, name brand jeans, or just browsing for the thrill of the find, America's Thrift offers unbeatable value with prices up to 70% off retail. Don't miss the deals. Don't miss the fun. Come celebrate the grand opening of America's Thrift Stores in Murfreesboro. Visit americasthrift.com/Murfreesboro for all the details.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Football.
Thank you, Ron. And our pregame show continues here. Our countdown to the game brought to you by the law offices of John Day. Rick's Barbecue County Roundup goes along here as well. Let's talk about the only other game outside of this one that's going on tonight, and that's Eagleville at Fayetteville. And, Rod, the winner of this game is number 2 because of Richland's win last night. The loser will be number 3 and go on the road in the playoffs. So there's a lot to play for at Fayetteville tonight.
Yeah, and for them especially because they got a long trip. They're going to West Tennessee, right in the middle of it. Most teams don't have to make that long a trip on your first round game, so you need to win. Make them make the long trip, and so it's a big game. Fayetteville had a good season, but we got a big upset last week, and hopefully the Eagleville will come out ahead on the game, but they've been playing solid, got a good passing game going and a really good running game through Jordan. So we hope they can pull it out and be at home and people can see the first round of the playoffs in the Eagleville.
Well, Jordan had 235 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns in the win over Zion Christian last week, and Fayetteville played a tough game with Richland, so despite their 3-5 record overall, they are going to be tough. That's a tough place to go play. And our game tonight, it's 7-2 PCA, 5-2 MTCS. Of course, PCA's played 2 more games because they found 2 more games. Unfortunately, Bill, with Webb and the Kings Academy in Knoxville, they lost 2 games. They were able to pick up 1, and they had 2, both of them picked up actually, and then Asheville dropped out at the last minute. It's just been a whole thing this year, but they're coming off of a bye, so they ought to be really healthy, fresh legs.
You would think so, and maybe it's a blessing in disguise. Get some people, that healed up for this game tonight, and who would have asked for more for the last game of the season? Both teams playing for a region championship.
Well, both of these teams are red hot right now. MTCS has won 4 of their last 5. PCA has won their last 4, and PCA is averaging 40-plus points per game. So we're going to see a good one here between these 2 teams tonight, and a simply gorgeous night for high school football, as looks like we've got 52 degrees. Let's check on your forecast here. Ray Miller joins us with a look at the weather for tonight.
Perfect football weather this evening. Temperatures around 56 around kickoff with mainly clear skies. Winds will be very light out of the west at less than 5 miles an hour. Pleasant weather continues through the game. Temperatures falling down into the upper 40s by the time the game ends later this evening. That's your forecast, brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, your heating and air expert since 1966, delivering the finest HVAC products and services at affordable prices. From the Rutherford Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ray Miller.
Time now for your players to watch. Brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates.
Well, let's first of all look at Christian Peterson's Middle Tennessee Christian School Cougars tonight. Marlo Nichols, sophomore quarterback. He is 13 of 30 for 264 yards, 5 touchdowns passing, 2 interceptions. They don't pass a ton, and he also has 151 yards in their rushing attack. Sophomore Ali Bangura, in 5 of 7 games, has had 100 yards or more, 903 yards on 110 carries this year. averaging 129 per game. You'll see Riley Brown with some touches and Shy Murphy as well. Wideouts include Malachi White, Riley Brown, and Knox Carden. Caden Lindstead, almost perfect on PATs, 30 of 31 on the season, which sometimes you get down to this level and the kicker is a little in question. So for PCA and the Lions of LeBron Ferguson, Nate Lamb, sophomore quarterback, he is about 57% on the season, 920 yards passing, 10 TDs, 4 interceptions on the year. Porter Dedman in the backfield has rushed for 840 yards on 85 carries. You'll also see Jacob Meir, a freshman, 51 carries for 364 yards. Sean Burkhofer, 28 carries, 158 yards for that senior. Wideouts include Zayden Ronner, 15 catches, 272 yards. Jacob Mayer, 28 catches for 262. And Porter Dedman, 3 for 92. Cooper McFarland is the PCA kicker. So it's the Lions and the Cougars tonight on State Farm Prep Sports. Back after this with your game on WGNS. Murfreesboro, Smyrna.
Whether it's a cough, a fever, or something you can't quite name, MMC Now makes care easy. Walk right in, get seen quickly, and your visit connects directly to your MMC doctor. Care you trust, with providers you know, with digital check-in and multiple locations around town. MMC Now is here when you need us.
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic.
It's State Farm Prep Sports from the Good Neighbor Network.
In a Rutherford County Classic, the Blackman Lady Blaze go back-to-back.
Primetime Sports is proud to bring you tonight's featured game on WGNS Radio, WGNSSports.com, and our Big G TV video channels.
Swing and a miss! The Single Stars are the state champions in baseball.
Eagleville has done it. State champions 4 years in a row.
Riverdale wins this one, and they're the state champions, back-to-back championships.
The Oakland Patriots, 8-time state champions. The gold ball headed back to Patriot Drive.
Multi-year Tennessee Association of Broadcasters award winners Brian Barrett and John Dinkins, along with the Primetime Sports team, are standing by to bring you the game, which starts right now.
And welcome back to Middle Tennessee Christian School, MTCS PCA here for you tonight. And Bill Hockenberry, let's do some keys to the game.
Time
here.
now for the keys to the game. Brought to you by Rayburn Insurance agent Rick Hall. Auto, home, business, and life insurance with a trusted agent, Rick Hall at Rayburn Insurance.
Well, Brian, I think it's going to contrast the styles here. Whoever can get their will on the other team is going to have success. I think MTCS really likes to pound the ball. And PCA's a little bit more, mix up, a tempo tonight. So it's going to be really key to whichever team can get the tempo that they want.
Controlling the ball tonight, you would think that if you've got a running game that is allowed to keep the ball away from PCA, mercy, sakes alive, that will be exactly what you want. So that kind of made us all jump, didn't it?
It did. Brian, this is kind of what you love, though. I mean, great crowd both sides here. Region championship on the line tonight. Friday night, Halloween, a lot of kids in costumes, and really can't ask for anything more for a Friday night.
Yeah, they had a little Fall Fest thing going on behind us, and this place is packed. And MTCS is going to be kicking off right to left to Providence Christian Academy. So MTCS will get the ball to start the second half, and we're about ready to get this one underway here. And it's going to be Lindstead to kick it away, and toe meets leather. We are underway here from Middle Tennessee Christian School. It's going to be returnable for PCA. And it's Porter Dedman who's going to return it to the 26-yard line. And that's your J. Mullins Jewelry official kickoff time, 7:01, right on the money here at J. Mullins Jewelry. They're just across the road from us where we're broadcasting tonight. Family owned since 1938 on West Northfield Boulevard. J. Mullins Jewelry delivers personalized service, custom designs, expert jewelry repair, and a stunning selection, including engagement rings and gemstones. J. Mullins Jewelry, 352 West Northfield Boulevard here in Murfreesboro. White making the stop on the return by Dedman. PCA is going to have the wide side up top, one receiver there. It's going to be Dedman running off tackle left side, across the 30 and to the 34-yard line on the 1st and 10 before Shoemaker could make the tackle.
Good push right there for the PCA line right here on the first play, and they were going to go up tempo, but I think they went back, huddled up just a little bit, and sets them up 2nd and short.
Picked up 8 yards on that carry. Lamb once again going to the Dedman well. Dedman started going upfield and then took a turn to the right. And he's only going to get about a yard of the 2 needed, and I think that was Cooper Jones who made that tackle. Well, he did pick up 2, just enough. It was very close, but enough for the first down for PCA. Well, MTCS won the first meeting ever between these two, 41-0 in 2023. And then last year, Providence Christian got their revenge with a 41-7 win. So there have been a lot of points scored, and it's been one-sided in these 2 games. Here's a pitch up, and it's Lillis. And Lillis is crushed there on the far side.
Well, really good job right there by Bengura with the tackle right there for the Cougars.
2nd down 9, only a yard on the gain. We're just underway here. The Cougars or the Lions will be region champs. That means you get a bye in the first round in the playoffs and automatically in the 2nd round. Ball from the left hash, so the wide side is at the bottom. Dedman on the carry. Runs it left side up around the numbers. Picks up about 3 yards or so to bring up a 3rd down here. Well, Bill, last time they were able to get out of the 3rd down situation and convert. This a little longer deal here, though.
3rd and medium right here, and a big play here for both teams early on to establish their offense and defenses right here.
Shoemaker made the stop for the Cougars, and it is 3rd down now. The ball at the 43-yard line from the left hash. 3 wides here near side, and Dedman reverses field, comes here to the right. 45-50, 45-40, and out of bounds, but there is a penalty marker on the field here. That's about where he made the turn.
You know, Brian, I think he was supposed to go straighter to the left and came back right, and then that's where your angle is tough to not hold.
He reversed field, and he got away with it on an earlier play in this series, but not this time. So PCA penalized 5. Bangura made the tackle. So the ball at the 40 now. Redo the down, so 3rd down and about 7. I think they've got a new scoreboard here that hasn't gone up yet. Now they've got the 3rd and 7 on there, so they got things working.
They're working out the kinks.
Yep. They haven't been home much this year, unfortunately, on this brand new SRM field, which is gorgeous, by the way.
Beautiful, it really is.
Wide side is up top. 2 receivers, numbers, hashes. Another 2 here on the near side. They fake. Lamb back to pass, going deep right side for Rauner, and what a crushing hit, but it was before the pass, so they're going to call interference, I'm almost certain. There's not 1 but 2 flags, so.
Brian, I don't think he had a choice on that one. It was kind of a WWE suplex right there before the ball got to him. Defensive back, it was a good hit, but he's got to turn his head and see where the ball is. That's going to be an easy flag every time.
It's a 15-yard penalty. You can always tell someone who grew up with brothers.
Yes.
I had 5 older brothers. The closest one to me in age was 10, but that was before I knew what a suplex was, but I'm sure I had one or two. So 1st and 10 after that 15-yard pickup with the penalty.
The form was good on that, though, Brian.
Yes, it was. Definitely was. So that places it at the plus 45 here for the Lions, rather. Snap back. Lamb passes right side, finds Mayer. And that's Jacob Mayer, the freshman. There's a Josh Mayer, a senior as well, assuming brothers. Looks like about a 7-yard pickup on 1st and 10. Shoemaker making the tackle for MTCS. So a pretty impressive opening drive so far for the Lions. We go back to the well, but this time it's Josh Mayer, the aforementioned senior, who is going to be shy of the first down as they mark it down at the 30, make that 36, yes. And Drew Prosser with the takedown, so 3rd and short.
Another opportunity for the Cougar defense to get a stop here, just outside probably field goal range. Big play right here, both sides, early in this football game.
The Cougar defense and the Cougar fans are getting the Cougar fans ready here on this 3rd down and less than a yard. And they're going to bang it right up the middle here. And it is Sean Burkhofer, the big senior, who comes in with over 150 yards rushing, and he's hard to bring down. Gets it to the 31, and a first down, Lions.
Really tough run right there for Burkhofer. Getting a couple yards after initial contact and moving those chains.
Cooper Yowell and Cooper Jones on the tackle. Ewell, I don't know what I said now, but Ewell. Going left side is Burkhofer. Trying to take the angle. He's going to get short gain to the 30 from the 31, so give him about 1.5 yards there. Does move the ball to the opposite hash mark. For those who are watching on Big GTV, you can see the SRM field here. You've got the Cougar logo, but then there's a huge Cougar logo that is in the lighter green, and it's really a nice look.
It really is. One of the nicer fields that I've seen.
Absolutely. 2nd down, back to pass is Lamb. Going to the air and makes the completion to Mayer down at the 15.5-yard line. Jacob Mayer with a huge catch of 16 yards. And right now, the passing attack for the Lions has really had their way.
Really has. Really good job of Lamb standing in there and right on target right there to Meyer for a first down.
Going fast pace here, and Burkhofer across the 15 now. So about 2 yards on the run.
PCA, Brian's done a good job of going fast to the line of scrimmage, and then sometimes they'll come back and huddle. Sometimes they snap the football.
Well, I have watched the scoring with these two teams, and MTCS has certainly won some very close games, and a lot of them have been shootouts. Here's a Burkhofer run, lowers the head across the 10, and inside the 10 here, well into the John Day Legal Red Zone. Named among the nation's best, the law offices of John Day, delivering proven results in personal injury and wrongful death cases. Cooper Jones, the second leading tackler on the team, with the tackle. 70 tackles, 6 for loss, a half sack, a forced fumble, 5 pass defenses for him. It was a 6-yard pickup for the Lions to bring up 3rd down and 3 inside the 10. On the left hip of Lamb is Burkhofer. Going to get it again. They try to snag him down. That's Eric Bowling trying to bring him down. The ball does come loose late, but they're going to get the ball down to about the 7-yard line, and that is going to bring up a 4th and short here.
Well, a really good hit by the line right there for the Cougars, stopping Burkhofer just short. And a big early down, another 4th down right here, Brian. in a region championship contest. Big play early in this game.
First drive of the game, 5:39 to play in the first quarter. And the Lions are going to line up to go for it here on 4th and 1. Still Burkhofer in the backfield. He gets it. Tries to go up the middle, and
I don't know.
It is razor thin. It's going to depend on the spot here for sure. Did he get the yard or did he not? They're about to tell us here. PCA says they have it. The Cougars say they have it. And now they're going to bring everybody over to measure here. Culbertson may be made
based
a
on
conversion
that spot,
tackle.
I think he may be short based on that spot.
They move everybody out of the way to bring the chain crew from the far sideline over. They're on the side of the Lions and head coach LeBron Ferguson. Good to see our old friend John McQuarrie tonight. He is an assistant coach on this PCA team. They stretch the chain, and MTCS holds it.
Wow.
MTCS holds them by inches.
Big stand for the Cougar defense on the first drive of the game.
One thing that will do is at about the 6-yard line is where MTCS offense will take over.
And PCA took about almost 7 minutes off the clock here in the opening drive, so we're over halfway through the first quarter.
So 1st and 10, first look at the Cougars on offense here. Ali Bangura in the backfield with Nichols. And this time on the inside counter, it's Riley Brown with some big yards. Brown, the junior, on the foot race, 30, 40, 50, and out of bounds. Well, that's one way to get out of the shadow of your end zone, and Coach Peterson is jacked up too. A run of 47 yards into Providence Christian territory.
Really nice run right there by Brown, getting them out of their own end of the field and into the plus territory. First 47 yards and a first down for the Cougars.
Speaking of 47, that's where the ball is right now on the PCA near hash. Edmond with the push out there for PCA. A little double reverse. Now a flea flicker going to the air. Nichols downfield and just overthrew his man, Malachi White. Well, you give Coach Peterson 2 weeks to prepare for an opponent, and that's what you come up with on the second play of the game.
Well, a heck of a call, and it was open. I mean, it was a great executed play, just a little bit overthrown right there. He was behind the defense of PCA right there.
2nd down and 10. That ball touched, if you were doing this for baseball, it would be like a 6, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yes.
They're going to line up heavy to the far side. Couple of slot backs over there. And now coming inside is Brown again. Some big room once more for the junior running back, and he is across the 35 to the 33 for a 15-yard gasher.
Early on, Brian, you can tell MTCS's line is establishing dominance on this first drive right here. Some really big holes for Brown to run through.
Wilson and Sharp on the tackle for PCA. And it's another first bank first down for Middle Tennessee Christian. 3 backs, 2 slots, one on the right hip of Nichols, who's going to keep it himself. Tries to bounce it outside, and they wrap him up pretty quick. And he's going to be taken down for a loss. We'll see where the forward progress got him. Kind of a gang tackle of Nichols, who does have some pretty good wheels. But that time couldn't get around the edge. So a 4-yard loss there. Sharp and Lillis, sorry. on the tackle for the Lions of PCA. So it makes it a 2nd down and 14 with the 4-yard loss. 3:38 to play. First quarter, no score. Nichols fakes left, goes right. Maybe gets 3 of those 4 yards, but there are penalty markers out there on the turf here. And it's procedure. False start against the Cougars. Warren made the tackle after a short gain, but it's not going to matter here as the ball's backed up to the 42. Well, after a couple of 2 of 3 exciting plays there to start this series, the last few here have gone the wrong way for the Cougars.
Trying to get a little bit back on track right here.
That penalty is going to be declined, so it'll be 3rd down. So PCA declined the penalty, which takes the down away. Nichols to Bangura, and they're going to wrap him up really, really quick. I think that was Warren. Davis Warren, number 4. 41 tackles, 4.5 sacks, and a forced fumble, which wound up being a touchdown for him as well. But they're at the PCA 39. I think they're going to roll the dice here.
Yeah, it's no man's land right here. Punt in the end zone only would gain you about 18, 19 yards, so might as well go for it here on 4th and 15.
Well, that is the case. They send Malachi White as one of the 2 wideouts to the right side. I believe the other is Ewell, and it is. Nichols in trouble now, finds some room up the middle. 30, and going to be wrestled down at the 27-yard line. Needed to get it to the 24, so he's going to be just a few yards short. And they'll take over on downs. They got 12 of the 14 needed. Wilson brought him down and kept him from getting the first down. And the PCA Lions will take over here.
Well, Brian, a couple of impressive first drives for both teams, but late in the drives, both defenses rallied to get the ball turned over. See what PCA has on their second drive of the night.
Second time to see them here in this first quarter. 2 minutes, 25 seconds to play. Both teams scoreless at this point. Here's Lamb giving it to Josh Mayer. Mayer banks through, gets into the second level, 35, and finally down to around the 39-yard line. And he was taken down there by Hancock. But not before a 12-yard pickup and a first down. They keep running backs at you. Dedman, Mayer, Burkoffer. Swing pass out here to the near side. And a flag here at the end of the play as Jacob Mayer makes the catch and gets it up to about the 47-yard line. But it's holding against the Lions, which will back them up.
Boy, another tough break right there for the Lions. Good catch. Had about 8 yards there, but had a hold out here on the outside.
Isn't it funny, though, when you come to a stadium here like MTCS, which is absolutely beautiful, but it looks smaller even though it's the same length as you'll go anywhere.
It does. It does look smaller for whatever reason.
But I can tell you that there's not a seat left in the house. There are people everywhere here tonight. And a lot of people who saw some football last night and didn't have to go trick-or-treating, they're probably here tonight. Trips here to the short side of the field, near side, and it's the big fella, Josh Mayer, the senior, bangs up to the 40 to get those yards lost there to make it about a 2nd and 9, so a 3-yard gain.
Boy.
Jones and Culbertson combining for the tackle for the Cougars. After 1 quarter of play, Eagleville down 7-0 at Fayetteville this evening. We knew that would be a war, and it is proving to be so far. So is this one. Big guy going to run it again, and Mayer going to be slung down. Does get a few yards, but not a ton, about 4. Looks like Cooper Jones making the tackle there. Get your Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard updated at WGNSradio.com/scoreboard. So be sure to check it out there. 3rd down, and looks like 6. The final few seconds here of this first quarter.
Another 3rd and medium right here for the Cougar defense. See if they can get off the field, and for PCA trying to extend this drive.
3rd down and 6 at their minus 46, and a big tackle of Josh Mayer. He only got a couple, and it was Mason who made the big hit, and it's 4th down. Will PCA decide to go for it here is the question. Well, we're going to have to find out when we go to the second quarter. Go into the second with a scoreless tie here. Lions and Tigers, oh my, on a Halloween night. Stay tuned.
Craig's Tax Service.
We perform tax preparation, individual tax returns, corporations, partnerships, and all your payroll bookkeeping needs.
Brandon Craig with Craig's Tax Service.
We fulfill all your tax preparation needs from individual returns to corporations and handle any of those scary letters you may get from the IRS.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
We're proud to support all Rutherford County athletes.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
Mills Family Pharmacy.
Here at Mills Pharmacy, we do compound medications.
Craig Buckner with Mills Family Pharmacy.
Compounding medications are prescriptions that are not commercially available, or you need a special formulation. If it's a liquid, suppository, or specialized cream, we make that in our lab.
Mills Family Pharmacy offers a wide range of compounding, all to create custom medications for you.
We're at 2994 South Church Street, next to Toots.
Customized services at Mills Family Pharmacy.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, former running back at Elk Point High School, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Welcome back as our game is brought to you by JHA Company, Rayburn Insurance Agent Rick Hall in Smyrna, and Lascassas Feed Supply. Start of the second quarter. We've swapped sides, so now PCA moving right to left, facing a 4th and 3 at their own 45.5-yard line. They give to Dedman, and Dedman is going to be pushed back. No gain. Helmets fly off.
Boy.
And roll about 20 yards down the field.
Another huge stop for the MTCS Cougar defense on 4th down. And get the ball in plus territory for this drive to start here for the Cougars.
Culbertson and Ewell combined on that tackle. Culbertson, 28 tackles, 8 for loss. Now add another 3.5 sacks on the season. So that brings MTCS out here on offense for just the second time tonight. And in good field position at the plus 46. Moving from our left to right. 2 slot backs, one on the left hip, and that's Ben-Gura. Into the second level, 45. Flags everywhere. Looks like he did get first down yardage out of that, but
might have been a procedure.
Ooh, face mask against PCA. That is a 15-yard penalty from the end of the run, which was an 11-yard pickup. So they'll mark this 15 yards off from the 36. They picked that ball up so quick, I didn't know exactly where he had gotten to.
That is a 15-yard penalty.
So it's going to be just outside of the John Day legal red zone. Ball at the 21-yard line, closest to the far hash. Warren and Berghofer teaming up for the last defensive play. Coming right side, Ben-Gura after getting a block. Turn, spins, second level, now finally wrestled down at the 15-yard line, and Ali Bangira picks up 6. Those were hard-earned yards.
Boy, he was just churning and wasn't going to get stopped, spun off, got an extra couple yards, and sets him up 2nd and 4 from the 15.
Sharp making the tackle for Providence Christian Academy. So 2nd down, 4 yards to go here in the John Day Legal Red Zone. For serious injuries and wrongful death cases, trust the winning team of the law offices of John Day. On the run left side is Riley Brown, the junior, and he's going to get down to the 10-yard line and pick up the First Bank first down. So it's 1st and goal after the 5-yard pickup.
Really good job by the Cougar line there, opening the hole for Brown. Sets them up 1st and goal.
Dedman, Sharp combining for the PCA tackle. It takes 2 or 3 to bring down Bangura, it seems. 1st and 10, and they shift here at the line of scrimmage. So they go heavy to the far side or up top. And inside counter with Riley not getting anything there. So 2nd down from the, let's see, was it at the 8?
8-yard line.
Ball at the 8, Willis on the tackle for PCA. So 2nd and goal from the 8. Sophomore Nichols. They shift around here, and it is going to be a direct snap here. Bangira tries to get in, and does he? Yes, sir. It's a 6-yard rumble for Ali Bangira. And the Cougars draw first blood here in the Battle of the Airport.
What a run from Bangira right there. Run off guard right there into the end zone to get the Cougars on the board.
Toots touchdown for Middle Tennessee Christian. Don't forget, Toots all weekend has ribs done right. The full slab of baby back ribs and a side for just $14.99 all day tomorrow and Sunday at Toots. Good food and fun. Caden Lindstead for point. And this one is up and no good. Kick is no good. So your score, MTCS 6, PCA nothing on State Farm Prep Sports.
When it comes to building your dream home in Rutherford County, America's Home Place has the winning game plan. Step into the Mount Juliet showroom and call your own plays. Pick the house plan, flooring, cabinets, countertops, and more, all under one roof. Build it your way on your land with a builder you can trust. Visit 4157 North Mount Juliet Road or call 615-784-0030. America's Home Place, helping Rutherford County families score big with custom homes.
You know, everyone has a more. First, it's a pony. Then to be on the cheer squad. Your more grows up just like you do. But your more can still carry you away or make you cheer. At First Bank, banking local gets you more. More of our time, more access to local bankers, more flexibility, and more product choices. Because getting more empowered and confident helps you pursue your more. That never grows old. First Bank. Bank local, get more. Member FDIC.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Our coverage brought to you in part by Good Neighbor State Farm agents, along with Andy Womack, Celeste Middleton, Ron Reeves, Emerson Williams, Alex Williams, and Dana Womack. State Farm Prep Sports on WGNS and Big G TV. And ready for the Lindstead kickoff. It's going to take a bounce at about the 10, be picked up by the Lions, and returned to the 24-yard line by Rauner. Bangura with the tackle. Getting that first stop is always big, and they turned that stop into points on the other end. Had the short field, took advantage, Bill.
They really did, and, second night in a row, Brian, we had a missed PAT, and we'll see if that comes back to in play like it did last night. Last night, Oakland ended up having to go for 2 after missing an early PAT.
Well, let's see what PCA has up their sleeve, trailing 6-0 after the first score of the contest. They sling it out right side to Zayden Ronner. Short pickup. Brought down by Jones inside the out of bounds there for a 4-yard gain. Second down. About 6. They're having a big party behind us. I can hear the music going back
They
there.
are. They really are.
A lot of the young Cougar kids having a big time. Another pass, about the same play over to the far side, and Ronner is going to be just shy of the first down, gets to the 34 and a half, about a 5-yard pickup, needed close to 6. So it should bring up a 3rd and short here. Well, no, I've been wrong twice. It's a first down.
Well, good spot right there.
Piercy on the tackle. Jackson Piercy, number 7, right? He is senior, one of the seniors on senior night. Here's another run by Ronner after the pass from Lamb. And they're picking up some pretty good chunks here on this drive.
They found something that they liked, and Ronner right there, he's got some good speed, breakaway speed, and just ran for a first down right there.
It's going to be just shy of it, I think, with a second and about a yard. Where they spotted, who knows? They're going to get the first down here, though, on the run. And they go right up the gut with Big Mayer, rather. Sean Mayer. Josh Mayer, I'll get it right in a second. And another first down for the Lions as they're marching downfield. Mason on the takedown. And we have an injured PCA Lion here at about the 40-yard line. So Eagleville trailing Fayetteville 7-0 as they started the second quarter. And here, after the run by Bangura, it's 6-0. MTCS ahead this evening. We know that the winner of this gets bragging rights, region champs, and the loser will be the second seed and in the playoffs. That was Big Kowalski, offensive lineman for PCA, who was shaken up. So a lot to play for here. And
a winner gets a bye, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
So that's a big deal, too, for the playoffs.
I have mixed feelings on byes.
Sometimes they are your worst enemy.
They can be. But MTCS at least has a lot of experience with that this year.
Yes, they do.
Just coming off of one. I'll try the run up the middle again this time, and there's a wall set up that time for Josh Mayer. Does get 2 on the forward progress, and Big Piercy throwing his body around there to get the stop. Second down and 8.
Been impressed with this Cougar defense in the first half, Brian. They've given up a few yards, but when it comes down to it, they've gotten the big stop so far.
It's second down now and 8 at the plus 49 for the Lions, and a whistle and a flag before the play. So a pre-snap penalty here is going to go against the Lions.
Already the 5th penalty for 50 yards in this first half for the PCA Lions.
Some of the games in East Tennessee that we're watching closely, Dobbins-Bennett 14, Science Hill 13. That's going to make a decision on where some of these teams are matched up in their pods in Class 6A. Even here in Rutherford County, yes, there's been a change if you haven't kept up with that. And another one of the scores is Jeff County and West Ridge. Pass downfield is caught by Knox Lillis. Down to the 26-yard line, or 27, let's make it. So a 26-yard run, or catch, pass and catch.
Great pass right there from Lamb to Lillis for the first down.
Now they go up tempo, and they pass to the freshman Jacob Mayer here on the near side, and he is clobbered by Ali Bangira. Ali just said, no, sir. Not after that last gasher. Second down and a loss of 1, so 11. Second and 11. Last time they were down in this situation, got the ball inside the 10, PCA did, but held them on a 4th and 1. PCA did, or MTCS did. I'm having trouble with my alphabet tonight.
Got a lot of letters in this game tonight.
Yeah. On the run is Lamb. They bring some pressure. He's going to throw under pressure and knocked down. And now a flag.
What? Lots going on that play, Brian.
Well, he just tried to sling it down to Zayden Ronner, and this is not going to make Coach Peterson happy, I don't think. It's probably going to be pass interference. No, block in the back. But he's still not happy. That's 2 huge penalties in this game against the MTCS defense, and puts PCA here in the John Day Legal Red Zone at the 14-yard line.
Boy, tough break for the Cougars right there. They almost had him for a sack in the backfield right there. He gets away, he kind of just throws it. You almost think you have an interception, and you get called for a hold or a block right there.
Lamb fakes the give, passes right side to Mayer. Mayer on the quick slant out of bounds after picking up a couple. They put the ball down at the 14, so no gain. It's a tough angle to see there. Cooper Jones made a great wrap-up. It's 2nd and 10. 6-0 MTCS. 6 minutes, 39 seconds to play in the first half. Second threat of the night for the Lions. And they go to the senior Dedman. Dedman running right side and going to get some good yardage down to about the 6.5-yard line, if that's going to be the spot here from the near side. And it'll bring up a second down. They can pick up a first down at about just across the 5. So 3rd down and 3. Culbertson made a first down saving tackle. MTCS is going to need another here. You can hear the MTCS fans on their feet here. Send a man in motion. It's going to be Burkhofer into the end zone. Touchdown Lions. In the Wildcat. Direct snap to Burkhofer, and the senior is in for touchdown number 5 on the season.
Great run right there for Sean Burkhofer. Up the middle, followed his blocking and right into the end zone for the Lions touchdown.
And a chance for PCA to take the lead as Cooper McFarland steps it off here for point. For the lead at MTCS for PCA, the snap, set, kick away, and booted it through. So the Lions take a 7-6 lead here at MTCS with 5:51 to play in the half on State Farm Prep Sports.
Clark's Auction Company will get you top dollar for your property.
Auctions are easy, fast, and profitable.
Whether you're buying or selling a home or commercial property, the auction is just so much easier, quicker, smoother.
My wife and I sold our personal home. Parks Auction helped us with that. The house brought about 20% more than we were going to ask for.
Visit parksauction.com.
Clark's Auction Company will get you top dollar for your property.
Clark's Auction Company, committed to auction excellence.
Sold it to you, 27.5.
If you need concrete work done, who would I call? Dan France Concrete. Here's why. He's local. He attended Walter Hill Elementary, Oakland, and MTSU. He served our community as a school resource officer for 9 years, and he's involved in the community.
This is Dan with Dan France Concrete, wishing all Rutherford County student athletes a great season. Study hard, play harder, and be safe.
Dan France Concrete is a licensed and insured residential and commercial concrete construction contractor serving Middle Tennessee. Check out danfranceconcrete.com online to see some of their work.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Our coverage tonight brought to you by First Bank. Murfreesboro Medical Clinic, along with the law offices of John Day. Back to receive the kick, Bangura and Cooper Ewell. They kick it to Bangura, takes it inside the 5. He's 10, he's 20, he's at the 25, and wrapped up right there. Well, both teams have battled the defense to both get a score. The only difference is an extra point. This game, Bill, kind of lining up like we thought it would.
What we really thought, knew it was going to be a close game. It was going to be about a possession game, and a little feeling out each other in the first couple of series. Now both teams have found the end zone. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of adjustments are made right here for the Cougar next possession.
Well, Marlo Nichols brings him out, gets ready to set him down. It's actually Wildcat with Bangura. And nice first down run, stops, gets past the tackler there and gets all the way to the 44-yard line. Thought for sure he was going to be brought down, but rumbles for 18, and probably 8 of that 18 was after. He just stopped in his tracks. The defender flew by him, and then he took off again.
There's a little Houdini act right there. You didn't see him. Where's he at? Now he's got another 8 yards and a pickup of 18 for another Cougar first down.
Comes out for a breather there. Burkhofer finally brought him down. They swap and bring it heavy here to the near side with Malachi White in close to that line of scrimmage. Nichols with the give to Brown this time, and Riley Brown across the midfield stripe into PCA territory with a 7-yard pickup. And been impressed with the junior Brown tonight.
Really, really solid game tonight from Brown. Runs hard, follows his blocking really well, and sets up the Cougars in a 2nd and short.
Stearns on the tackle for the Lions. 2nd down, 3 yards to go, 4:40 to play in the first half. And both teams have had, really time-eating drives. So possessions are going to be precious. Bangura dives forward for the first down at the 45-yard line. Picked up 4, needed but 3, and another first bank first down for the Cougars.
Well, really good job, Bangura. He knew where he had to get to. He dove to make sure, because he was kind of following, he made sure he got his knees up and picked up that first down.
Well, right now it's going to be, can anybody get a stop the way that it's looking right at this moment?
Offense has really picked up.
Braxton Willis making the tackle for the Lions. Now 1st and 10 MTCS. Bangura somehow gets to the 40. I have no idea.
They should have had nothing on that play, Brian, and picks up 5.
Jackson Stearns, big 55, has made a couple of tackles tonight. He just kind of hung on to Ali, and Ali drug him 5 yards down the field. Big number 70, Maddox Moltz, sophomore, over the football. Center to Nichols, and a whistle. And the flag on the play. And it's offsides MTCS. There it is. I was trying to find that flag again, but it's on the far side.
Penalties have really hurt both teams tonight on some drives, but see if the Cougars can overcome this 2nd and 10.
Well, that pretty much erases that hard run by Ali Bangura to make it 2nd and 10. Last game of the regular season. Direct snap to Bangura, gets the right side, 40, 35, and wrapped up at the 34-yard line for an 11-yard pickup. Garrison Dedman, the freshman. Bill, what he did is he just fell at Ali's feet to try to trip him up.
Yeah, he did. The Cougars have found something in this Wildcat with Bangura taking the direct snap and going right, and right now they've got the Lions a little bit on their heels.
They do have Nichols back in on this package. And in the backfield with him is Will Odom, the freshman. But it's going to be Riley again And Riley Brown still on his feet, 25 to the 20. And finally brought down inside the 20. This kid has come to play tonight. He takes it 16 that time.
Boy, really nice run again from Brown. He's already approaching the century mark right here in the first half and gets them in the red zone.
Warren on the tackle there. Warren, one of the leading defenders for the PCA Lions. 1st and 10, First Bank first down. And they've got their Wildcat package in here. 2 wides here near side, direct snap. Here's Bangira coming right side. And turns, spins, is finally taken down at the 10-yard line. So that's going to be a 9-yard gain there. And second and, well, almost inches inside of a yard. Lillis and Lillis, sounds like a law firm on the tackle. And MTCS has the ball here in the John Day Legal red zone at the 10-yard line now. Nichols back in with Bangira on his left hip. And here's Riley once again. Riley Brown takes it left side, tries to turn it up at the hashes, and going to rumble for about 2 and enough to get that first down. Well, they're taking it left, they're taking it right, up the middle. They're really mixing up the run plays.
Really keeping them off balance, Brian. And you can tell right now, I mean, PCA's not touching the Cougar player until 3 or 4 yards down the field.
This modified wing T really does tricks with the defenders. It's hard to know who's got the football. And then this shift in their lineup really gets the defense confused. Here's an inside counter with Riley Brown again. He's going to get a few on 1st and goal. Only about 2 on 1st and goal from the 7, so 2nd and goal from the 5. Burkhofer with the tackle, and looks like we've got a timeout on the field. We'll sit and talk about it. 52 seconds to play. Cougars driving on State Farm Prep Sports.
WGNS Radio and Big G TV cover prep sports like no one else. Ryan Barrett, John Dinkins, and the Primetime Sports team bring you the sights and sounds of every game on State Farm Prep Sports, where local teams and big moments come to life. Hear every game on FM 1019, 100.5, AM 1450, and WGNSradio.com, or watch on YouTube, Facebook, and more. WGNS and Big G TV, your front row seat to Rutherford County Prep Sports.
Head over to J. Mullins Jewelry to check out their selection of rings, watches, custom design jewelry, and much more. They're a local business located at 352 West Northville Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro. They have gifts for all occasions, weddings, graduations, anniversaries, whatever you need, you can find it at J. Mullins Jewelry. That's at 352 West Northville Boulevard or online at mullinsjewelry.com.
I'm State Farm agent Alex Williams, and this is State Farm Prep Football.
Thank you, Alex. It's 2nd and goal now. 5-yard line is where the Middle Tennessee Christian Cougars have it, trailing by 1 with 52 seconds. Bangira bringing it here to the near side. He's got 2 people riding him. Forward progress is going to take him to about the 2, I think. So it's 3rd and goal, and MTCS, do they take another timeout to stop the clock, or what are they going to do here? The whistle stopped the clock, and it is going to be a timeout. We'll step aside, and it's 3rd and goal when we come back. State Farm Prep Sports.
Your home, your auto. Together, they're where life happens. I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. It's smart to protect them together to help life go right. Give me a call at 615-873-1700 and let me help you by combining your home and auto.
It's not just your home or car. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams. We see your home and car as the time and memories that you put into it. Give me a call at 615-459-2683 and let me help you give them the protection they deserve.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Today's game brought to you in part by our friends at Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance. Do you have a sports-related injury? Visit TOA's Orthopedic Urgent Care in Murfreesboro. Extended hours available. Find out more at TOA.com. We've got the scoreboard updated from what we know so far on WGNSsports.com. Latest MTSU and prep sports news, schedules, all of that. We'll have the brackets up some point tomorrow once they're released by the TSSAA. We'll, of course, talk about it on the Coach's Corner in the morning, and Cougar Corner is at 11:15. MTCS trying to punch it in here on 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line. Bangura in the Wildcat. Odom on his right side. Going to help to block for him, and he follows him right in, but did he get into the end zone is the question.
Just short.
Just short indeed. And it was Mr. Sean Burkhofer with a big, big stop.
Boy, big play right there for Sean Burkhofer, keeping him out of the end zone.
The ball is inside the 1-yard line. 16 seconds. 4th and goal, inches away. What does MTCS do? 10 seconds on the clock. With 9, with 8. Are they going to get the playoff in time or call a timeout here? With 4, with 3. And there's the timeout with 2 seconds remaining. So there's going to be one play. What will it be? We'll find out on the other side on State Farm Prep Sports.
Message provided by the Rutherford Opioid Board.
What's the location of your emergency? I think my kid OD'd.
Hi, I'm Craig Harris. I'm County Commissioner of Rutherford County. One of the reasons I ran for office is because I wanted to bring awareness to the opioid epidemic that's impacting our county. To stop providing this epidemic with people as we educate.
946 overdose calls countywide in 2023.
We have a lot to do, and we have to come together as a community because this problem's not going away.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Football.
State Farm Prep Sports on WGNS and Big GTV is brought to you in part by Toots, good food and fun. Roscoe Brown Heating and Air, Dr. Automotive, when Danny's not at a horse race somewhere, and Wilson Bank and Trust. I'd just love to see Danny Brewer ride a horse one of these days, though.
That's a good image. I'd like to see it myself.
Yeah. He's got the aerodynamic hair to go with it.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Here's 4th and goal from inside the 1 for Middle Tennessee Christian School, and Ali Bangura with Will Odom on his right hip. Snap to him. Goes up right side and in. Touchdown Cougars. And as time expires on this first half, the Cougars regain the lead.
Great blocking by the Cougar offensive line right there, getting Bangura a hole to get it in the end zone for the touchdown.
Right now, it appears that they are going to attempt an extra point. Ewell will hold for Caden Lindstead, who missed only his 2nd PAT of the season on the first touchdown. Snap, hold is good. The kick is away, and this one is good. So your new score at halftime. Middle Tennessee Christian 13, Providence Christian 7 in a region championship game here from SRM Field. A break, we'll come back, and on the other side of that, we'll have your Ideas Tees intermission. Got all kinds of information headed your way, replays, and first half recap with that, and Craig's tax service. Like I said, a lot of info straight ahead. This is State Farm Prep Sports.
Rutherford County, this is Lakin with First Mortgage, a department of First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. Just like our student athletes work hard on the field and court, I work hard for you, making home loans simple, smooth, and stress-free. Whether you're buying your first home, refinancing, or building your dream home, I'll guide you every step of the way. I'm proud to cheer on our hometown teams, and I'd be honored to cheer you on as you reach your home goals. Call me, Lakin at First Mortgage. Let's get you home.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NLMS 401715.
Whether it's a cough, a fever, or something you can't quite name, MMC Now makes care easy. Walk right in, get seen quickly, and your visit connects directly to your MMC doctor. Care you trust, with providers you know, with digital check-in and multiple locations around town. MMC Now is here when you need us.
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic.
Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home has served Murfreesboro families with compassion and care since 1880. As a family-owned funeral home, we're committed to honoring every life with dignity. through traditional services, cremation options, and pre-planning that gives you peace of mind. For over 140 years, we've been here when it matters most. Visit JenningsandAyers.com. Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home, honoring life and comforting families since 1880.
Hey, this is Dan with Music World and Drummers Den. Come in for your guitars, keyboards, drums. We have you covered. Our prices will normally meet internet prices. We also have PA and DJ equipment. Some lights, yes, we have that covered too. You can come rent a PA and sound system, do your karaoke, and bring it back. Come see us at Music World and Drummers Den, the one-stop shop where you have everything that you might need. 2762 South Church Street, right across from the golf course.
When we started our flagship restaurant on Broad Street, who would have known we'd have grown and touched each four corners of Rutherford County? Now we have locations in South Murfreesboro, Smyrna, West Murfreesboro, and the original on 860 Northwest Broad Street.
Swing by one of our 4 locations after a game for some good food and fun.
Thank you, Murfreesboro, Smyrna, and Rutherford County.
Thank you to our patrons and customers.
Thank you.
Good food and fun. At Wilson Bank and Trust, we believe you shouldn't have to choose between personal service and digital solutions. This is Andy Jakes with Wilson Bank and Trust. As your local independent bank, we're proud to offer the relationships and trusted service you expect, along with the tools and technology that keep you moving forward.
Wilson Bank and Trust, here to get you there.
Whether you're a growing business, buying a home, or planning for the future, we're here to help. Because this isn't just where we work, it's where we live too.
Wilson Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams.
Time now for the IDST's intermission. With a break in the action, we'll bring you stats, scores, and highlights from tonight's game. Brought to you by IDST's, your home for school spirit wear, screen printing, embroidery, specialty items, and more. Visit 111 East MTCS Road, right across from the school, and check out Raider Tees too for officially licensed MTSU Blue Raider gear. IDST's can put your logo on just about anything. Now time to break down the action so far with the Prime Time Sports Team.
Welcome back to Middle Tennessee Christian School. They lead PCA 13-7. That's a score on your Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. And the only other game concerning Rutherford County teams, and that is over in Region 5 with Fayetteville Christian, or Fayetteville City rather, not Christian, leading 14-0 over Eagleville. And that is a halftime score. And hopefully the Eagles will be able to turn things around in the second half. But here it's been punch, counter-punch between these two teams. And Middle Tennessee Christian School has just taken advantage of one more offensive drive. They actually got things started as we look at your Craig's Tax Service first half recap with a scoreless first quarter. They had a defensive stop on PCA's first drive, which took a ton of time. Stopped them inside the 10-yard line, got the ball back. But it wasn't until the second quarter that they got on the scoreboard, and this was about 9:34 left here in the half when Ali Bangura went to work. Bangura tries to get in, and does he? Yes, sir. It's a 6-yard rumble for Ali Bangura. And the Cougars draw first blood here in the Battle of the Airport.
What a run from Bangura right there. Run off guard right there into the end zone to get the Cougars on the board.
The extra point was no good, and it was 6-0 Middle Tennessee Christian. Then about 4 minutes, less than 4 minutes later, it was on the very ensuing drive that PCA took it downfield. Gave the ball to Mr. Burkoffer. It's going to be Burkoffer into the end zone. Touchdown Lions. In the Wildcat. Direct snap to Burkoffer, and the senior is in for touchdown number 5 on the season.
Great run right there for Sean Burkoffer. Up the middle, followed his blocking and right into the end zone for the Lions touchdown.
So the senior ties the game, and the extra point by Cooper McFarland gives PCA the 1-point advantage. But as time expired on the first half just moments ago, after an impressive drive by MTCS, a lot of wildcat from Ali Bangura, and he gets the payoff on that. Ali Bangura with Will Odom on his right hip. Snap to it. Goes up right side and in. Touchdown Cougars. And as time expires on this first half, the Cougars regain the lead.
Great blocking by the Cougar offensive line right there. Get Bangura a hole to get it in the end zone for the touchdown.
And that extra point was good by Mr. Caden Lindstedt, the sophomore kicker for MTCS. And that's where we are right now, 13-7. That is your first half recap from Craig's Tax Service. Craig's Tax Service specializes in personal and business tax preparation, financials, bookkeeping services. They really will handle all of it for you. Brett, Brandon, all the Craigs, they will take care of you out at Craig's Tax Service. And they're just right up the road here off of, what is it? Heritage Park Drive. That's the name of that little road right off of Memorial, right before you turn over here to MTCS. So they know this community well, and they wish all of our teams great luck here in the second half. Only got 3 playing tonight, 2 of them playing in this game for a region title, and Eagleville on the road trailing at Fayetteville City. So with that, we'll take a break here on our Ideas Tees intermission. When we come back, Bill and Rod will have your stats, as we've got Senior Night Part 2 going on here. They did the football players, I think, in the pregame, and hear the cheer and all that going on here at halftime. So big night at MTCS, and they lead it over their rival from just across the airstrip, 13-7, MTCS over PCA. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports.
Life changes, then it changes again. Hi, I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin. A job loss, change in health, or loss of a loved one can have a big impact on your family's financial security. Let's work together to help make sure that you're equipped for life's unexpected events. Stop by our office in the Public Shopping Center on South Rutherford Boulevard, or give us a call at 615-907-7056 for an appointment. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Coming into a sizable amount of money is one kind of surprise. But a rough Tennessee winter is another one. Folks in this area know the importance of having their HVAC checkup before winter hits. People also know the importance of Roscoe Brown checking their plumbing system too. Frozen pipes, broken water heaters, just a few of the problems from Old Man Winter. Set up a winter plumbing and HVAC checkup at Roscoe Brown.
Roscoe Brown. RoscoeBrown.com.
This is a paid legal ad.
You've probably heard it a million times. If you're injured, call a lawyer. And you probably haven't because you don't know how much it will cost, how long it will take, or even if you have a case. At the law offices of John Day, we provide a free initial consultation because we understand that folks don't want to pay a lawyer only to find out they don't have a case. If you think we can help, we do so on a contingency basis, which means we only get paid if you do. Seriously injured? Call me, John Day.
We're talking with Anne-Marie Brents at Rick's Barbecue on Warrior Drive.
Our sandwiches are very popular. Our pork and our chicken are probably most popular pulled meats. We have spare ribs. They're delicious. They fall off the bone good. We don't put sauce all over our meat.
And that's so you can choose mild or hot sauce or their signature white sauce.
White sauce is our special kind of secret sauce. It's delicious. It's kind of got a kick to it, but it's not too spicy.
Barbecue smoked chicken, ribs, loaded baked potatoes. Check out Rick's Barbecue, 212 Warrior Drive.
America's Thrift Stores is now open at the corner of Middle Tennessee and MLK Jr. Boulevard. Whether you're thrifting for a one-of-a-kind statement piece, name brand jeans, or just browsing for the thrill of the find, America's Thrift offers unbeatable value with prices up to 70% off retail. Don't miss the deals. Don't miss the fun. Come celebrate the grand opening of America's Thrift Stores in Murfreesboro. Visit americasthrift.com/Murfreesboro for all the details.
Message provided by the Rutherford Opioid Board.
What's the location of your emergency? I think my kid OD'd.
Hi, I'm Craig Harris. I'm County Commissioner of Rutherford County. One of the reasons I ran for office is because I wanted to bring awareness to the opioid epidemic that's impacting our county. to stop providing this epidemic with people as we educate.
946 overdose calls countywide in 2023.
We have a lot to do, and we have to come together as a community because this problem's not going away.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Back here at Middle Tennessee Christian School at the Ideas Tees intermission. By the way, if you know where Middle Tennessee Christian School is, you know where Ideas Tees is because you pass right by it. Raider Tees, Ideas Tees, just right here off of MTCS Road. So if you turn like you're going to MTCS and look immediately to your left, right behind the Regions Bank, you'll find our friends at Ideas Tees bringing you the halftime stats. And Rod, let's go to you first on the defensive side of things. It's been an interesting night on both sides of the football defensively. These two teams are not mirror images of each other.
No, not at all.
Their offenses are completely different.
Right.
So sometimes if, let's take MTCS for instance, they've thrown the ball one time. They're on the ground a lot, and you take on a team that passes a lot, but you don't see that as much. And in practice, you've got to duplicate that, and so it makes it a little more difficult. But I really think both teams have played very well defensively.
I mean, actually, they're playing well on both offense and defense.
Yep.
I mean, it's been a solid game, both sides. A lot of hard hitting. One was best hit though was kind of a little early on the on the pass. He had pass interference, but look at the teams for PCA. Leading is with 5 tackles is Sean Burkhofer, who's also the leading tackler for the season, has 84. That's quite a few tackles in 10 games. So that's averaging 8.4 tackles a game. They get up there even more tonight. Okay, also we have Davis Warren has 4 tackles. Who, by the way, is a junior. Porter Deadman, also the quarterback. He's a dual player. He has 3 tackles, and his brother, little freshman, Garrison Deadman, he's not really little, has 3 tackles. For Middle Tennessee Christian School, they're led in tackles by Eric Bowling. But he's not one of the leading tacklers tonight. Cooper Jones, who's second on the team with 70 tackles, has 7 tonight. Ali Bangira, not only is he a great runner, he is a hard hitter. He's just a total package football player. So he does a great job from his defensive back position. And then we have Roy Kerbelson, number 75, is a pretty big-sized sophomore in the line, has 5 tackles, and that's good for a sophomore in the interior line, because usually it's your older players that are playing in the interior. And Jackson Shoemaker, one of the top tacklers, who has 32 for the year, has 3 tackles.
Well, I hope folks were watching on Big G TV and we got coverage of SpongeBob and T-Rex and the chicken and a blob and a kid carrying a skeleton racing, because that was pretty exciting.
It was impressive. It really was.
That's what you get here. Another thing that I thought was neat, and we got to see this, I think last time we were here, Rod, when they did senior night, and when they introduced Jackson Piercy tonight. Jackson Piercy, 15 years at MTCS. I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's hard to match in public school. 15 years.
Yeah.
I've been playing football on the team since 6th grade,
Right. I mean, and they get to do that, at Eagleville too with the K-12, but there aren't many opportunities for that. And so my point about that, Bill, is they see these older kids, these younger kids that are running around and have done their trick-or-treating and all. They see these kids and they want to play football, and then they become the football players, and they just keep bringing up a generation within your school.
It's the culture that MTCS has set over the years, and it's really great seeing all the kids here tonight. You're seeing kindergarten through 12th grade out here, probably even some preschoolers that are here tonight here at this event. It's really, really fun to watch, and you can see why all the sports in MTCS are successful, because when you build that culture, you just want to do it for your friends and your brothers and your sisters, and you can kind of see that in the whole community here at MTCS.
And you have the same just across the way at Providence Christian because, they've only had football now for 3 years. They played 11-man or 8-man before that. But, they're building something pretty special there, too. And the MTCS they go back to 1960, so they've got a lot more years under their belt, but PCA's building a strong foundation too.
Yeah, they really are, and their home games this year have been at MTSU, which brings us back to the old Oakland Riverdale games that used to be played at MTSU back in the day. But I believe their stadium's going to be ready next season, which is going to give them just a kind of a feel just like everybody else, and you can see the PCA brand really, really building here.
Well, I mean, honestly, I think that's why we see turf here and at MTCS and some, locker rooms and field house and all that kind of thing going up sometime soon and all. It's kind of an arms race right across the airport from everybody.
Yeah, and both of these schools are right here by Oakland, and you got to deal with that, and you have Siegel right up the road too, and all the other schools in the county, and it's really great to see how much the community has grown over the years and what we really have now here in Murfreesboro.
Most definitely. Well, we've seen some pretty big plays offensively in the first half. You've got the offensive stats, and these stats, Rod's defense and Bill's offensive stats from Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company. Josh Houston and Associates, who's right down there. He's wearing some orange tonight, but I guess he probably should since the kid's on the team.
I think he probably should. He probably should. All right, Brian, here at the half, it is the MTCS Cougars up 13-7 over PCA. Stats here in the first half for the Cougars. Rushing the ball, they rushed for 181 yards on the ground in the first half. They threw one pass. It was incomplete, so they had 181 total yards here in the first half. They had 10 first bank first downs. They committed 2 penalties for 20 yards. Individually for the Cougars, Ali Bangura had 12 carries, 77 yards, and 2 touchdowns, and it was a real workhorse and did a little bit of wildcat even for him in the first half. Another great first half for Riley Brown, 8 carries, 94 yards, almost hit the century mark in the first half. Marlo Nichols did a really good job leading the Cougar offense, 3 carries for 10 yards, and really good first half for the MTCS Cougars. For the PCA Lions, they had 89 yards on the ground in the first half, 73 yards through the air for a total of 162 yards in the first half. On the ground, Nate Lamb, 1 carry for 12 yards. Porter Dedman, 5 carries for 21 yards. Josh Meyer, 7 carries for 19 yards. Sean Burkhoff, a real workhorse in the first half for the Lions, 7 carries, 22 yards, and a touchdown. And Braxton Lillis had a carry for 27 yards. Nate Lamb, quarterback for the Lions in the first half, was 7 of 8 in the first half for 73 yards. Receiving for PCA, Zayden Reiner had 3 catches for 20 yards. Jacob Meyer had 2 catches for 24. Knox Lillis had 1 for 2. Porter Dedman had 1 for 1. And the Lions had 8 first bank first downs in the first half. One of the things I think it's stood out in the first half, the Lions also had 5 penalties for 50 yards.
Well, those are your stats here at the half. We're going to come back to Throneberry Stadium after a timeout, and when we do, it'll be the second half coming up. MTCS to get the football leading 13-7. This is State Farm Prep Sports.
At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, from oil changes to major engine and transmission repairs, we've got the cure for your car. Let's hear from customers of Dr. Automotive.
He does a good job. He lets you know what's going on and do it at a good price.
Danny does a lot in our community, so he's very involved and invested.
I recommend family, friends. Danny is spot on because he'll suggest what I need to do, and of course, I've never had an issue.
For quality care you can trust, visit Dr. Automotive in Smyrna. We've got the cure for your car.
Since 1966, Fans Heating and Air has been a symbol of quality for Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. For friendly, complete service on Amana, Bryant, or American Standard Heating and Air products, Fans will do it all. Sell you your choice of products and then install it with their factory-trained, experienced, professional staff. In the unlikely event you need service, Fans will be there with trained technicians. Fans Heating and Air is located on Jayhawk Court. Call 615-893-7930. Fans Heating and Air.
In Rutherford County, you know how much it means to have neighbors you can count on. I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, here to help life go right when you combine home and auto insurance. Call me today at 615-890-0850 and let me save you money and time.
With service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm Agent Alex Williams. Give me a call at 615-898-1150 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
When it comes to building your dream home in Rutherford County, America's Home Place has the winning game plan. Step into the Mount Juliet showroom and call your own plays. Pick the house plan, flooring, cabinets, countertops, and more, all under one roof. Build it your way on your land with a builder you can trust. Visit 4157 North Mount Juliet Road or call 615-784-0030. America's Home Place, helping Rutherford County families score big with custom homes.
True Blue Raider fans don't settle for just any gear. They shop at Raider Tees, specializing in Middle Tennessee apparel and accessories. No distractions, just pure Blue Raider pride. From t-shirts and hoodies to decals, stadium chairs, and exclusive designs you won't find anywhere else. We've got it all. Stop by 111 East MTCS Road right across from MTCS and gear up today. Raider Tees, bigger, better, and go blue.
It's Brian, and as a customer of First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, let me tell you how they can show up for you. Whether I need help navigating a financial decision or just a question, I know I can pick up the phone and talk to someone who's right here in our community. In a world that's becoming more impersonal every day, it's good to know that First National Bank of Middle Tennessee is always there with real people who care.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. We show up for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Welcome back as our coverage is brought to you by Miss Celeste Middleton. Offices at 803 North Thompson Lane near Medical Center Parkway. State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton at 895-2700. Online at celestemiddleton.com. Actually had the chance to go see Celeste for something last week. And Bill, I walk in the door, and who's sitting there? Alexa Middleton. So
probably still making shots as we speak at this moment.
Yeah. I asked her, how long she was in the country. She's been playing over in Europe for years, and she said she's home for good now. So I talked to her about, I'm sure that's kind of an adjustment and things of that nature, but she'll figure it out. She's
outstanding career.
Man,
outstanding.
She has one of the purest shots that I've ever seen. Between her and Crystal Dangerfield.
Yes, two really good ones.
Man. Well, we're ready to get this second half underway. PCA trots out. About to start the third quarter here. Was looking in East Tennessee for some scores. Dobbins Bennett 20, Science Hill 19. So we don't know a lot about that one. Jefferson County gets the win tonight, 28-21 over West Ridge. So let's see, trying to mark off some of our possibilities to be able to tell you in the post game. So Jeff County the win, and Jeff County win. That takes two possibilities away. Meanwhile, back here. This is a kick into the end zone by Cooper McFarland. Man, what a boot by Cooper.
Boy.
Showing some leg. And that's one thing that can be impressive, especially on this level. If you've got a kicker, Bill, you can change momentum quick.
Well, I saw Maryville win a state championship game against Smyrna with the punter. Had like 8 or 9 punts inside the 10. I know we don't want to talk about that.
Still sick.
But kicking is a big deal here, especially as we approach playoff time.
12-9 was the score of that game. I'll never forget it. It was Matt Williams' first year at Smyrna. And a whistle on the first play. Another reason I won't forget it is we went to Memphis with them because they went west. It's offsides on the Cougars. And I can't remember the name of the school, but their football field is right across the street from Graceland.
Yeah, yes.
And there was plexiglass, and there was a hole, maybe 6 inches by 4 inches that you could see out of. And after Smyrna scored the first touchdown, they started banging on the press box. Smyrna got on the bus, full uniform, and drove 30 miles down the road. Nuts. On the first carry here is Riley Brown after the takedown. There is a fumble late, but they say he was down, and Riley's got a word for the white hat there about something. So another loss on the play. About a couple of yards there, so second down and 17 it would appear. They've got to get to the 30 for a first down, and they're going to snap the ball at the 17-yard line. So the first 2 plays have kind of been blown up, one being a penalty and then that drop for a loss. Nichols back to pass, looks downfield, pump fake, now is going to dump it out to the safety valve, which is Ben-Gura. 10, 15, 20, breaks a tackle, 25, and going to dive forward to about the 28-yard line, maybe down at the 27. We'll see the spot, but he's going to pick up a large chunk of that, and it's 3rd and short now. Wilson made a first down saving tackle for sure, and if he gets past Wilson, he is probably gone.
That's a good little play to the flat right there, and then Ollie's just got playmaking ability. Sets him up 3rd and 2 here for the Cougars.
From a 2nd and 17. And I don't think Ali has it this time. Well, he may. They're going to give him forward progress to the 30.
Good spot right there for the Cougars.
So it's a first bank first down, and the Cougars off and rolling here in the second half, up 13-7.
Well, that's a big first down right there, Brian, for the Cougars, but it's equally deflating for the Lions to have them back that far in their own territory and then to pick it up that from 2nd and 17 back there.
Burkhofer made the tackle. 1st and 10. Back in the Wildcat, but it's going to be Riley Brown who gets it. And Brown dives forward to the 38-yard line. He has been equally tough to bring down, and MTCS has found him a big 1-2 punch here, especially filling some shoes for Mr. Murphy.
Yeah, I really have, and they're both impressive, both a little bit different kind of backs, and they've really been hitting the Lions for big yardage tonight.
Knox Lillis on the tackle. They line up strong right side or bottom, moving left to right. Freshman Otomo, the snap mishandled, and Ben-Gura just has to fall on it back to the 33. So a loss of 6 there. So 3rd down now from the 33-yard line, and we'll call it 7.
Tough break right there from Ben-Gura. They were trying to do that wildcat right there, and I think he was trying to make his move before he had the football and put it on the ground. But he was able to recover.
Same look as last time offensively. This time Will Odom is on the left hip of Ben-Gura. Riley Brown going to go on the sweep from the far side. Now breaks one tackle, but not another. And gosh, there's another pancaker right there. And that was Sean Burkhofer and Wilson who just laid the wood that time.
Huge hit right there from Sean Burkhofer. You can tell he's one of the leaders of this Lions team, and he's going to force a punt here for the Cougars.
That's like you would see in practice, someone taking down the practice dummy like that. I mean, just slam.
His dad and uncle used to do that, so it's probably where he learned it.
And they all learned it from their granddad.
Yes.
Ooh, they tried to block the kick of Lindstedt. They're going to say there was no roughing the kicker there, and it's going to roll to the 45 and be down right there. They were really close of getting Lindstedt.
All in all, MTCS probably take what that turn of events right there. That could have been disastrous.
Sure could. The ball dropped. He picked it up, then got the kick off, and they almost ran into him there. He picked it up on his right side, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He really did.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for PCA, and our first look at them here in the second half. So they get a stop and now look to try to get downfield and tie or take the lead. Third quarter, Cougars 13, Lions 7. And it's Lamb rolling out to the right, passes that way, and incomplete. Intended for Zayden Rauner, but Rauner was in a different spot than where he threw that ball.
Yeah, a little off communication right there. Ran a little bit of the wrong route right there, but threw it where nobody could catch it, so lived to play another down.
Second down. We're at Throneberry Stadium at SRM Field tonight at the home of the MTCS Cougars. The first two meetings between these two was 41-0 MTCS 2 years ago, 41-7 last year PCA. Now we've got a war. Pass is caught by Jacob Mayer, the freshman, in first down territory at the plus 40 for a 15-yard strike. And Jones was all over him. No yards after the catch, but great snag by Mayer. Quick snap. Throw out here to Davis Warren. And it's complete, but for a very short gain.
Good job right there for the Cougar defense, limiting Warren right there after about a 2-yard gain.
Bowling and Bangura teaming up for that tackle. Second down, 7 yards to go. Ball at the plus 37 for the Lions. Too wide to either side. Wider up top, and it's a run by Porter Dedman. Dedman breaks a tackle outside 30, and he's going to get across the 25. And they're going to down it right around the 22-yard line as he was angling far side up top. Ewell with the tackle, and PCA going up tempo here. This time the run by Dedman. Tried to do a little inside run there. Nowhere to go for him.
Tried to go fast. Sometimes, Brian, when you try to go fast, it's almost counterproductive. That was kind of one of those plays right there. I don't think everybody for PCA was set. Kind of going a little bit slower right here on this next down.
And especially on the line for the blocking.
And if one person misses their block, it's going to blow it up for everybody.
Yeah. Piercy's the one who got the tackle on the last play. It's second down and 10. Ball from the right hash this time. And Bangura with a huge smothering of Jacob Mayer for a 5-yard loss. Ran a little deception play there. And Mayer comes to the near side, and MTCS stayed home.
Well, really good job for the Cougars staying disciplined right there, not falling for those tricks. Sets up a huge 3rd and 15 right here for the Lions.
Big play coming up here in this ball game. Third quarter, late third quarter. Pass downfield, incomplete. Really didn't have a chance at that one, and triple covered down there was Nate Lamb. I'm sorry, not Nate Lamb. It was Knox Lillis, 16, the sophomore. So on fourth down, I think they're probably going to – no, they're going to attempt a kick. So Cooper McFarland is going to attempt a 43-yard field goal. The senior McFarland in his last regular season game from 43 yards and whistles. And this is going to be against the Cougars with the encroachment penalty. Oh, they say false start PCA. That is a break for the Cougars, I think.
Wow, I really thought that was going to be on the Cougars, but it's on PCA, and now I think it changes what you do here.
Well, 43 is one thing, but McFarland is still out there.
think he's going to be in punt formation this time.
That is correct. Well, that was a penalty that keeps points away. They're going to try to pin the Cougars back.
Oh, flag.
It's going to take a bounce and roll down to about the 2. There is a flag.
And I think it's roughing, and the kicker is down.
Oh, goodness. He is holding his right knee. And that's going to bring LeBron Ferguson and the trainer out here to take a look. That is almost certainly what that penalty marker is about. As a hush falls over the stadium here. Personal foul, roughing the kicker on the defense. And that's an automatic first down, by the way. And they are still working with Mr. McFarland there. Gosh, you hate to see that.
Well, there's 2 guys that got him about the same time. Look, and thankfully he's up here trying to walk this one off.
He pops up and is going to walk off on his own power. Gets a nice little friendly tap from Coach LeBron Ferguson. A lot of people, if you're an old-timer from Rutherford County, you'll remember LeBron Ferguson. He was an assistant coach with Marty Uverard when Marty, before the big NBA days,
yes,
was at Oakland and actually won a state title in 1998.
Marty's Army.
That's right. And LeBron was an assistant there when Marty retired. He actually went back home to the Cleveland area and then wound up coming back to Middle Tennessee, and LeBron took over as head coach at Oakland. Here's Dedman running right side, and Dedman to the 10-yard line on 1st and 10 from the 17. So he picks up 7 yards there on the right side. This has been a wild series with stops by the Cougars and penalties, and then MTCS with the ball. Dedman with new life, running with purpose to the 5. And that's going to make it 1st and goal. Well, MTCS did this earlier. Shoemaker makes a tackle there. They stopped him on the first drive of the series inside the 5. Can they do it again?
We've seen this movie before. Let's see if it has the same ending.
Is it a scary movie? I don't like scary movies.
It is Halloween, Brian, so probably a scary one.
Yep, I'd say so. Burkhofer in the Wildcat running it into the end zone for the touchdown. Lions. Burkhofer went in untouched. They just blew it open right there.
What a run right there for Sean Burkhofer, the heart and soul of the Lion team, and took it himself right on in there for the touchdown.
A Toots touchdown for PCA, and don't forget Toots for 4 decades. Families have made Toots their weekend tradition. Stop by this weekend for the $14.99 full rib platter with a side at all 4 locations. New kicker, and that is Jacob Mayer for point. This is important. The kick is up, and the kick is good.
Wow.
So coming in off the bench, the freshman with the kick to give PCA the 14-13 lead. 4:25 to play, third quarter. State Farm Prep Sports.
This is Craig Buckner with Mills Family Pharmacy.
Mills Family Pharmacy on South Church at Veterans Parkway.
You or your loved one are on a complex medication regimen. We can pack that into a multi-dose planner that's labeled correctly, that simplifies your life.
Mills Family Pharmacy, dedicated to providing customers with services that are customized to meet their needs.
Your medication's dispensed in a 30-day multi-dose planner, labeled correctly with each individual medication on each packet.
Mills Family Pharmacy, next to Toots on South Church at Veterans Parkway.
Friday night high school football starts and ends with Friday Night Thunder, the region's most complete high school football show. Real-time score updates, exclusive coach interviews, and full region breakdowns from across southern Middle Tennessee and the state. I'm Court Steer. Join me right here on WGNS every Friday night for Friday Night Thunder. Pre-game show starts at 6, post-game until 11. More than complete coverage of every team, every Friday.
I'm State Farm agent Alex Williams, and this is State Farm Prep Football.
Here's the kickoff. MTCS on the return, and a pretty big one, 20, 30, 35 to the 36-yard line for Ewell on the return. There is a flag, however.
Brian, I can't say enough about the backup kicker coming in right there, making that extra point. It's such a big deal. It was a tie game. Now it gives PCA the 1-point lead, and you may have to be going with this freshman kicker the rest of the way.
Well, he surely proved that he's got some leg to kick those PATs for him tonight at least. Score update from Fayetteville, and unfortunately the news is not too good. They wave off the flag, by the way, here. MTCS going to have the ball at the 36-yard line. Eagleville is down 20-0 with about 10 minutes to go in that game down at Fayetteville. A win, you're at home in the first round of the playoffs, the number 2 seed. If not, you're on the road first round. And as Rod mentioned earlier in our pregame show, when we say on the road, we mean on the road. We'll have all of the brackets and talk to all the coaches about that stuff in the morning. We hope by the end of the game we should have some news on what's happening in 6A and all of the matchups. And the ball comes loose, and the Lions are going to recover the fumble after Riley Brown lost it there. And Davis Warren, recovered the fumble for PCA. Boy, that is a huge play in this game right now.
Big turn of events right there. Putting it on the ground. Lions pounce on it, and already up 1, trying to drive for some more. See if this Cougar defense can step up right here like they did in the first half.
Their backs are against the wall here now, 1st and 10. As the Lion offense is back out there, they give to Dedman. He tries the corner, gets the corner. And a nice pickup to about the 26. Bowling on the tackle.
I think we have another flag on the play.
Well, of course. Why not? Somebody had to look at their watch. Holding against PCA. We blame everything on Rod, Bill, if you haven't noticed.
I'm starting to figure it out.
John started that tradition years ago. With 2 minutes and 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter, Kingsport Dobbins Bennett 28, Science Hill 25. If Science Hill wins that game, then it's question marks all the way across on the who is first, second, third, and fourth. But if Dobbins Bennett wins, they will be the one. Jeff County 2, Science Hill 3, West Ridge 4. So we'll keep an eye on that one. That's in 6A. Pass to the right side to Rauner, and he is picked up, clotheslined, and slammed. And that's a 4-yard pickup there on 1st and long. I tell you what, Jack Thompson lay in the wood. These guys must watch the WWE.
I think they do. We have seen more slams and pancakes tonight than I've seen in any game this year.
Have we not? Back to pass is Lamb. Has his guy open, but intercepted by Bangura. 20, 30, near side 40, 50, a block to the 45 and out of bounds. Well, the first 2 turnovers of the game, won by PCA, and they give it right back. Now the Cougars are in business once again.
Boy, the Cougar defense, again, stepping up huge right after a turnover from the offense, picks them up. interception and runs it back inside the PCA territory, setting themselves up just outside the 40-yard line.
Boy, talk of Nate Lamb was the one who knocked the ball away. But just think about that wall that lined up here to spring him into the plus 42. That was something else. So Nichols, another pre-snap penalty. And this is going to back up the Cougars 5 yards.
The Cougars had a hard time getting set that time. I don't think somebody was on the line that was supposed to be.
Coach Peterson with the long stare, headset off. Nothing like winning a state championship your first year to put pressure on yourself, right?
Exactly.
First one in school history.
They expect you to do that every year. It's just easy, isn't it?
Yeah. And the volleyball team won the school's second ever team state title just a few weeks back.
Congratulations to Coach Burks and great family.
Here's Bangura up the gut, taken down at the 40. So picked up 7. And now a flag. 7-yard pickup, and this is almost certainly going to be a little extracurricular activity here. Stearns on the tackle.
PCA defenders trying to calm themselves down, get everybody under control.
It's a personal foul against PCA.
Well, Brian, these referees know this is for a region championship, and when you're in a rivalry game or you're playing in a game for a region title like this, the referees are not going to let anything go and have any chippiness at all. So they're going to stop it, and they're going to go on caution and throw these flags quicker than they normally would, even in a regular game.
Well, and there's still a bit of conversation going on with the official who threw the flag, and they're trying to get the number right since it's a personal foul. Got to be careful not to pick up number 2. Coach Ferguson across the way is pacing. So that puts the ball at the 26-yard line now, and it's a new set of downs, a First Bank first down. Bangura bouncing it outside, now turns it up, taken down at the 20. Ali picking up 6 on 1st and 10. Clock is at 2:50 left here in the third. 14-13 PCA with MTCS driving. Knox Lillis on the tackle. Ball right at the 20 in the John Day Legal red zone. Providing free consultations, and they only get paid if you win. John Day. Nichols back to pass, has some time, slings it to the end zone, and it actually hit off the fence and bounced back into the field of play. He just slung that, threw it away.
I think that was a smart play right there by Nichols. Really didn't have his receiver open, so he just kind of threw it where nobody was going to be able to catch it. Almost over the gate, so.
Almost decapitated some of those girls down there just standing there.
He really did.
It's like being at a baseball game. You better be on guard.
I hope that wasn't some of the volleyball state champions.
Right. Ewell and White line up far side as receivers, but the give is to Ali Bangura, and he's only going to get a couple. Or did he get anything? I thought he got a couple of yards, but the ball is still at the 20. So 4th down and 4, and that will bring on Caden Lindstead. This will be a 37-yard attempt. He is 1 for 1 on the season with field goals. His longest, 39. This 2 yards shy of that. The kick is away. Does it have the distance? It hit off the goalpost and bounces back in the field of play. The kick is no good. Almost.
Man, the worst sound a kicker can ever hear, Brian, the doinker.
And that's what that was. It had the accuracy, just needed another inch.
A little more wind would have got that and right over.
That one may go over in August.
I think it might.
But on a really cold night here and 50 degrees, I say really cold, a very cool fallish night. So your score remains 14-13, a minute 33, and the PCA offense take over at the 20-yard line. They're moving right to left here for the remainder of the quarter. And once again, the give to Josh Mayer, the senior. Picks up just a yard. Mason on the tackle. Eagleville finds the end zone, and 5 minutes left. It's 20-7.
Come on, Eagles.
Going to have a big, the best 5 minutes of the season coming up. Layering it out is Lamb, goes left side, and getting under it there is Jaden Rauner. Goodness gracious, what a catch. And they are suddenly here in Cougar territory now. Big pass catch of 33. Back to the ground, Josh Mayer running right side, gets the first down plus. Jones making the tackle there, but an 8-yard gain. Second and 2. 43 seconds left in the quarter. Mayer, one of two receivers, joins Lillis out here near side. That's wide side, bottom here. Another receiver up top. They go right side. Quick pass to the outside corner is caught. And that is Rauner again, and that's for a first down. 5-yard gain. Does stop the clock. I bet it's fun to watch them practice the 2-minute drill.
Yeah, it really is. They feel comfortable going fast.
Same lineup of receivers as before from the right hash. Lamb from the pistol. And here's Josh Mayer with a run to the outside. He's still on his feet, now pushed out of bounds into the section, and flags everywhere.
All kinds of flags.
There's another
flag. Another flag.
Surely one of those was a pom-pom. Goodness gracious, do they have that many flags?
It looked like Oprah out there just giving away flags.
Well, with as many flags as were thrown, got to almost believe there were penalties on both sides, but you never know.
They're going to have to get all these taken care of because obviously if you get a second one of those, it would affect you for your next week.
Well, you don't want that going into the playoffs. And that's not just the next week, it's your next game if you had the bye, right?
Yes, it'd be for the bye.
Well, we're about to get an explanation here. They're making sure they have all the numbers correct and that kind of thing. The white hat taking his survey. Personal foul, MTCS. Is there another? Personal foul, MTCS.
Wow.
Wowee.
Wow.
That's going to put them well in the John Day legal red zone here. And the ball is right now on the right hash at the 14-yard line. No time left here in the third. They may put some more time on the clock here, depending. I don't know. Or are we going to the fourth? We're going to the fourth quarter. PCA driving up by 1, going to the fourth quarter on State Farm Prep Sports.
This is a paid legal ad.
I'm attorney John Day. My wife Joy and I love dogs and have one of our own. But we've also helped people who have been injured by dog bites and dog attacks, as well as bicyclists who crashed after a dog attack. You need to know that the dog owner may have insurance to help pay medical bills and other expenses because of a dog attack. If your loved one has been injured by a dog, call the law offices of John Day for a free consultation.
Local business owners, you know how important it is to be here for your customers. I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and I run a small business in Rutherford County too, and I'm here to help you protect your small business. Call me at 615-895-2700.
Each team knows which play will be the winning move. I'm good neighbor State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and I'd love the opportunity to talk to you about combining your home and auto insurance. Call me at 615-900-0877 to make the winning move that can save you time and money.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Back with our game, brought to you by the law offices of John Day, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin, Rick's Barbecue, along with Prentice Alsop Heating and Air. Dobbins Bennett holds on to win 28-25, so they'll be the 1 seed out of Region 1 and 6A, Jeff County, Science Hill, West Ridge. So got an idea of all the matchups now. I'll tell you about that in the postgame show. Burkoffer with the carry. We'll get the spot. 6-yard pickup as Bowling makes the tackle. 6-yard gain.
Well, Burkoffer, every time he touches it, Brian, is getting 5, 6, 7 yards. Really tough runner. Really, you can tell he's the heart and soul of the Lion team.
So they are not going hurry up here, obviously. 2nd and 4 from the 8. And this time it's once again Burkoffer, who is into the end zone. Touchdown, PCA. And the Lions find Peter to the end to extend their lead.
Sean Burkoffer once again following his tackles into the end zone for a touchdown for another Lion score.
Once again, Jacob Mayer, the freshman, to kick. And boots it through. So the kick is good. And it's 21-13, PCA on top. Fourth quarter, 11:28 to play on State Farm Prep Sports.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance are the leading experts in sports medicine and performance, and the team physicians for NFL, college, and high school athletes across Tennessee. TOA offers same-day appointments, walk-ins, and urgent care for acute orthopedic injuries that can't wait. TOA is proud to support Rutherford County high school athletes. Having a specialized care team you trust can make all the difference in your athletic journey. To find a TOA location near you, visit TOA.com.
If someone asked, "What's your more?" would you be surprised? Well, at First Bank, knowing your more is where we start. Whether it's seeing your kid's college graduation, seeing the world, or seeing the ocean from your patio, your more helps us see who you are. That's why First Bank offers you more time, more access to local lenders and leaders, more answers, and more products. So tell us, what's your more? First Bank. Bank local. Get more. Member FDIC.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Football.
Welcome back to Throneberry Stadium, SRM Field, for tonight's contest between MTCS and PCA. PCA leading 21-13. Here's the kick. Returned by Knox Carden for MTCS, but only gets to the 30-yard line. So 70 yards to go. It's an 8-point lead, and this is a big drive. I would think that MTCS might only get the ball back one other time as the way the clock has been running here.
Yeah, and the way both teams are possessing the ball, this is a huge drive right here. If you're the Cougars, you don't panic. You're only down a score. You know, you're only down 8 points. To keep getting back to what you were doing good in the first half.
Well, I know PCA has averaged 42 points a game in their last 4 or 5 here. And here's the run by Mr. Riley Brown, and he's blown up at the line of scrimmage by Mr. Burkoffer. He's kind of taken over the scene here.
Well, he's been everywhere. real factor, and you can tell, like I was saying earlier, you can tell he's the leader of the Lions.
On both sides of the ball. Brings up a 2nd and 10. Malachi White going to roll out here to the near side at the hashes. Couple of slots in the backfield. Kind of blocking here near side for Ali Bangura. And he can't turn it upfield either. Now a flag, though, at the end of that play. Oh, and now they threw another flag right at the end. Well,
this is where both teams got to get a little self-composed right here.
Dedman made the tackle. But this is another long discussion, and with how the flags were thrown, makes you think there was some activity after the play.
It could be on both teams here,
Could be.
We'll see.
Thought that last time that it could have been when you see that many flags thrown. And here's the report. Face mask.
Face mask defense.
And then what about after? Personal foul.
Offense.
So those are going to offset each other.
Personal foul, face mask against PCA, and then a personal foul after the play called against MTCS.
Well, there's so many personal fouls here. You just, I haven't seen anybody sent to the sideline, so that's, at least at this point, they're still talking. But
they're going to talk with Coach Ferguson about something right here.
While that happens, I can remind you about Animal City, Music World, and Drummer's Den, America's home place, and Mills Family Pharmacy, who are bringing you tonight's final game of the regular season. This is broadcast number 14. I think that's right. And we, with tonight's game, have seen every Rutherford County football team at least once. So,
is that a first, Brian?
It's the first in a long time. I know that. And it's nearly impossible. You want a Mission Impossible plot for the next movie, that would be one. I do remember working about 3 hours in the preseason trying to put together a schedule. But honestly, I think the going forward, we did this several years ago, and it worked out pretty well, where we announced like the first 5 games of the season, or 6, depending on if there's a Thursday night, and then wait and see what the big matchups are after, maybe the fall break or something like that. So we'll see. And there are some automatics in there. I mean, this year you had to do Oakland Blackman, and this year you had to do Riverdale Oakland, and so that makes it hard too. And it just depends on who's playing who on any given night. I mean, last night or 2 weeks ago, there was Blackman Siegel, which turned out to be a heck of a war, and Riverdale and Rockville were playing that night.
Yep.
So sometimes it's just a hard choice to make. You're not missing anything. Somebody had to look at their watch. Oh, we did it again.
I think they were trying to figure out what down it is.
Okay.
Now it's a first down.
So 1st and 10. MTCS with the ball, 1st and 10 at the 30 now. Wildcat action. Bangura zips it up to the 35.5-yard line, so give him about a 6-yarder there. And it's Sharp on the tackle. Welcome those who are listening on WGNS Radio, Murfreesboro, Smyrna, watching on Big G TV tonight. Another snap to Bangura coming here to the near side, running it at an angle to the 41-yard line, and that should be enough for the first down, I think. Yep. And it is a First Bank first down. Knox Lillis on the tackle. This will be our last video Big GTV game, I think.
It's interesting, these rules, Brian.
Yes, indeed. 1st and 10. Lined up heavy on the right side this time, and the play goes that way. Bangura banged around and gets to about the 44 for a 3-yard pickup. They have really, PCA has really done an excellent job here in this second half of trying to keep him contained.
He had a really big first half, but he's only had about 28 yards here in the second half.
Burkhofer with another tackle for the Lions. 2nd and 7. Clock drops under 9 minutes. Ball bobbled, but Bangura right back to him and slides to the 49 of PCA for a 6-yard pickup there. Another tackle, this time Sharp, and Bangura. No, that is not Bangura. It's Malachi White, who is shaken up right at the 49-yard line, so it happened at the end of that play. I want to say hello to Andy Womack, one of the Good Neighbor State Farm agents, helping us to bring you State Farm Prep Sports. 1535 West Northfield Boulevard, near the Ford dealer for Andy Womack, andywomack.com, 615-890-0850. One of the great guys here in Rutherford County and constant supporter of MTSU and high school sports. I can remember doing games with Jeff in the early 90s, and Andy was there. Just important to have those folks who, and that's, you know how old Jeff is, so that's been a long time ago.
It has been.
I noticed you just left me hanging there. That's okay.
Time has passed. Time is going by fast, Brian. It really is.
Sure does. I remember he used to end the broadcast with, like my buddy Alicia says, his first grandchild, and now he's got great-grandchildren. So
Unbelievable.
White's going to be helped off the field and putting some pressure on those lower extremities. Just a little extra help, so that's good to see. Hopefully nothing very serious.
Big play coming up right here, Brian. 3rd and 1 for the Cougars. Really good drive going. We're under 9 minutes to go here, and like you said, you know how many more times you're going to get to keep the ball.
This is a very important drive offensively for MTCS and defensively for PCA, and Bangura is going to bang forward to the 47 to get that first down. So at the plus 47, move the chains for the Cougars. Picked up 4 that time.
Well, Bangura, he runs really hard, Brian, and, out of this wing T offense, it's good angles for him to get the ball and get downfield, and he's just got a knack for getting a couple extra yards when the tacklers get there.
He's got the ball now once again. Going to climb over the 45 and rumble down to about the 43-yard line. Fayetteville City has been red hot to end the season, and they are going to wind up the 2 seed as they defeat Eagleville tonight, 20-7. Boyd on the tackle for PCA. 2nd down now and 6. So this is the only other game that we're keeping an eye on the scoreboard. Most games played last night. Bangura trying to stretch it out near side, and Sean Burkhofer said, nope. Going to be a huge loss. Back to the 47-yard line, 46-yard line.
Well, Burkhofer has just been everywhere tonight for the Lions. Offense and defense. Can't say enough about him, his leadership out there.
3rd and 9 now.
Big play right here for the Cougars. Even though it is 3rd down, you got to feel like it's probably 2-down territory right here.
7:05 to play, and it's 21-13 PCA. 2 wide far side. Brown one of the 2. They need to get the ball to the 38 for a first down. Bangura makes a guy miss, bounces it outside, turns, spins down to the 42. Short of the first down, but he did pick up 5, and of course his arch nemesis tonight, Mr. Burkhofer, with the tackle. 4th down and 5.
Huge play of this game right here. 4th and 5 from the PCA 42. Crowd's really into it right here, Brian.
Yep, both cheering sections understand how big this play is. Carden, Brown out wide. Back to pass. Nichols looks, flushed out of the pocket, goes right side, and throws at the last second, and incomplete. Intended for Austin Golden, the sophomore, and it would have been for first down yardage, but incomplete, and PCA will take over on downs.
Well, he had an RPO right there, Brian. He had options, and he rolled out to his right. He had a receiver open, but left it just a little bit short, and that's a huge defensive stop right there for the PCA Lions.
So ball at the 42 of PCA with 6:07 to play. PCA would love nothing more than to take about 4 minutes off this clock and punch it in to put it away. MTCS is hoping for a quick 3 and out maybe, or 4 and out. And they've blown up the first play. And it was Culbertson who just wrapped up Porter Dedman in a bear hug. No gain, 2nd and 10.
Well, Dedman had no chance to get out of that tackle, Brian. No suplex on that one, but he bear hugged him.
Roy Culbertson is a beast.
He is.
And you look at that kid, and he's a sophomore. I mean, what has he been fed all these years?
I mean, a lot of these MTCS Cougars are sophomores, Brian.
Sophomore and junior heavy for sure. Back to pass is Lamb, and great catch by Zayden Rauner. Boy, he yanked that one in. Very well defended. Ball down to the 28, 40-yard pass and catch. Boy, Lamb, speaking of sophomores, showed some poise right there.
Boy, what a throw and catch for Zayden Rauner right there. And a huge first down for the Lions.
Ewell made the tackle, but not before a huge 40-yard gain and a first down for PCA. Got the ball at the plus 28 here now. Lamb, low snap to him, gets it to Dedman. Runs here to the right side to the 25-yard line. Dedman loses his hat on that play and picks up 3. He's going to have to come out.
Boy, the Cougars defense is being asked to get a big stop again right here. See if they've been doing it most of the night. Let's see if they come up with another big play.
Well, that's what it's going to take. Piercy brought down Dedman. Second down, 7 to go. 4.5 minutes to play right now in this ball game. PCA up 21-13. And it is Josh Mayer, the senior this time, rumbling left side for the first down to the 20. Well, no, shy of the first down by 2 yards. Picks up 6. Boulding on the tackle. So probably once again 4-down territory here, but 3rd down and about 2 yards to go. There have been 2 turnovers in this game, and within a matter of 30 seconds, both teams turned it over to each other, and that's been the only turnovers that have happened here. Here's Lamb with Burkhofer on his right hip, has trouble with the exchange, and going to be mashed down.
Boy, big stop right there for the Cougar defense. And with the backup kicker, I feel like they're going to have to go for it right here.
Landry Mason was on that tackle. And Prosser, we're going to have a timeout PCA with 4th and 2 coming up on State Farm Prep Sports.
At At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, we're committed to providing local car owners with top-notch auto repair services. With over 2 decades of experience, our ASC certified master technicians are experts in both foreign and domestic vehicles, ensuring accurate diagnosis and timely, cost-effective repairs. From oil changes to major engine and transmission repairs, we've got the cure for your car. Dr. Automotive, keeping your car running smoothly, mile after mile. Visit our website, smyrnaautorepair.com.
Whether it's a cough, a fever, or something you can't quite name, MMC Now makes care easy. Walk right in, get seen quickly, and your visit connects directly to your MMC doctor. Care you trust, with providers you know, with digital check-in and multiple locations around town. MMC Now is here when you need us.
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams.
And here on 4th and 2, PCA low snap, and I don't think so. It was direct snap to Burkhofer. It's a big, huge pile up there at the 20-yard line. And there is a stop. It's Cougar football.
Boy, one more time, Cougar defense was asked to get another huge play, make a huge play, and they did, giving the ball back to their offense, down a score.
Senior Drew Prosser got up off the bottom of that pile and got up very slowly, but he's the one who blew that play up.
Well, I think there were 4 Cougars zeroing in on Burkhofer that time. They weren't going to let Burkhofer get through that time.
Well, now MTCS has the ball with 3 minutes, 23 seconds to play. You would have to think this may be the last time that they have possession of the football. So this, for PCA, is a crucial defensive series, and for MTCS offensively as well. Nichols, screen, and it's going to be knocked down by Evan Sharp for the Lions. He just threw those big paws up there.
Yeah, if he got the ball through there, he had a lot of green grass in front of him, but
I think they were trying to hit the tight end, Trip Houston. Does stop the clock with the incomplete pass. White and Brown here on the near side. They could be in motion here. Nope. They're downfield, and Nichols is being pursued. Nichols is going to hold on to the ball, get out of bounds near the line of scrimmage, may get a yard, and I think he does get a yard. So 3rd and 9, and of course Burkhofer is the one who finally wrestled Marlowe out of bounds. 3rd and 9. Over the football is Madden Moltz. And it's the double reverse here, and Riley Brown taken down for a loss. Burkhofer again.
boy, Burkhofer just all over the football field tonight for the Lions. Sets up a 4th down.
Well, 4th and what, 17?
17, 18.
Yep. Officially 18. Going for it here on 4th and 18 with 2:36 to play, down by 8. Nichols pass to Bangura. Boy, there's a flag on the far sideline.
Boy.
And it's a false start against the Cougars, so that'll cost them another 5.
7th penalty tonight for the Cougars. It's been a problem in inopportune times.
Well, this would be one.
It'll be 4th and 23 now.
So the ball is at the 7. They need to get it just over the 29 for a first down.
We'll see what Coach Peterson has here for 4th and 23.
Well, this is probably your ball game here. Bangura on the right hip of Nichols. Out in the flat. catch, and he's going to be tackled in the end zone. Safety.
Safety.
I was having to wait for the official. Braxton Lillis tackles Bangura in the end zone for the safety. Well, the PCA defense rose to the occasion.
Boy, they really have all night long. They've really, especially here in the second half, they've really made it hard for the Cougars to move the football and consistently get first downs and keep drives moving.
Those PCA fans across the way very excited. The lead now 10 with 2:10, and MTCS will kick off to the Lions here after the safety. Our State Farm Prep Sports coverage tonight on WGNS and Big G TV, brought to you in part by Ideas Tees, Dan France Concrete, Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home, along with Middle Tennessee Christian School. And our thanks to Murfreesboro Medical Clinic. They came alongside this year when we went with the proposal to do something that we haven't done in the 78 years of the radio station, and that's bring in a video element, and they've helped us with our Big GTV coverage this year. The only multi-specialty physician-owned medical practice in Rutherford County, serving our community with primary and specialty care. MMC committed to keeping you healthy for life. Cougars readying to kick off to PCA. Some of the PCA student section, they're getting ready to celebrate, it looks like, as they exit the stands on the far side.
Brian, now, is the celebration go to the Sonic here after the game? You know,
maybe so.
This side of the town, that's usually the place to go, you know?
Sonic is pretty popular. And the kick is high and short. Lindstedt with the free kick, and it is going to be at the 45 where PCA has it with 2:10 to play.
Boy, smart play right there from Tate Carver, calling fair catch right there. Ball was end over end, and calling fair catch made sure nobody was going to hit him. So real smart play right there for Carver.
Well, now the Lions with a 10-point lead and 2:10 probably would love nothing but to get 6 yards of play here on the ground and see what happens. Don't know that that's what Coach Ferguson's going to draw up, but I don't think they care if they score. They just don't want to give the ball up real quick. So here's the sophomore Lamb. And it is number 6, Dedman. He's going to carry it to about the 43. So 2nd down and 8 after the 2-yard pickup. And Jones and Bowling making the tackle. Bowling, of course, coming into this game, 81 tackles on the season. 7 for loss, 2 sacks, 4 interceptions, 3 forced fumbles, and a pass defended. And PCA, if there was a play called lollygagging, that might be what's happening here. They're taking their sweet time. I don't blame them. Dedman going to try to race for a first down on 2nd and 8. He's going to get close, but picks up 6 to bring up a 3rd and 2, and a first down is going to do it here, I think, if they can get it.
It'll be 3rd.
Well, you got to credit the PCA offensive line tonight, Brian. Really came through when they needed to, especially all down on these goal line plays. And, MTCS defense did about all they could tonight. It's been a really good battle. And, hopefully we can see this battle down the road again.
That'd be all right. 3rd down 2, 46 seconds. Play clock at 5. Here's the snap. Dedman goes left side. First down and more. 30, 20. Hits a guy. 15, 10, 5. End zone. Touchdown. Porter Dedman. And he takes it 42 yards to put an exclamation on this Battle of the Airport tonight.
Wow, Dedman just ran away from the Cougar defenders right there all the way to the end zone for a 42-yard touchdown to put this one away.
Who said they don't care if they score?
They cared that they scored. They wanted that extra touchdown.
I'm sure. Padding it here a little bit. And here's the point after attempt by Mayer. And the freshman's come in here and really given his team a lift as well. Your new score with 31 seconds to play. It's 30-13. PCA about to win a region championship when we come back.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
America's Thrift Stores is now open at the corner of Middle Tennessee and MLK Jr. Boulevard. Whether you're thrifting for a one-of-a-kind statement piece, name brand jeans, or just browsing for the thrill of the find, America's Thrift offers unbeatable value with prices up to 70% off retail. Don't miss the deals, don't miss the fun. Come celebrate the grand opening of America's Thrift Stores in Murfreesboro. Visit americasthrift.com/Murfreesboro for all the details.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
We are back and waiting the kickoff here from the freshman for PCA, and that is Jacob Mayer, who does kick it off. It's taken here by MTCS. And Ewell on the return to the 24-yard line. And that's where MTCS here will take on the final 27 seconds of this football game. 30-13, Lions on top here in this one. And PCA just seconds away from claiming the school's first ever region championship. See how MTCS decides to play it here. It's going to be a give to, I wanted to say Ben-Gura, but it's not.
11.
And that is Cooper Jones on the carry. He does pick up 11. First down will stop the clock. Wilson and Burkhofer on the takedown for PCA. And clock running, and PCA, or rather MTCS, is not going to run another play. Well, here's your crowd across the way.
Your final score tonight.
The PCA Lions are region champions for the first time in school history in football with a 30-13 victory over their rival from just a mile or two away. Final score, PCA Lions 13. PCA Lions 30, MTCS 13. Fun game here tonight from Throneberry Stadium between two rivals. Back-to-back nights we've had a region champion and two great games to end the regular season. Back with the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air post-game show next here on State Farm Prep Sports.
This is a paid legal ad.
I'm attorney John Day. Many lawyers are quick to say that they'll take the insurance company to court for you. But how do you know if the lawyer is an experienced trial attorney? Ask them if they're certified. And in order to be certified, you have to have tried a lot of cases, taken a 2-day test, and get recommendations from judges and other lawyers. My wife Joy and I are both certified as civil trial specialists, and we have the experience to get the answers, justice, and compensation your family deserves. Call the law offices of John Day.
Do you love WGNS Radio? Well, now you can watch it too. WGNS Big G TV brings your favorite radio shows live and on demand. From breaking news and community talk to Rutherford County's top local sports. We've got it all right at your fingertips. Watch anytime, anywhere. WGNS Big G TV, where radio comes to life.
WGNS and Big G TV, your front row seat to Rutherford County prep sports.
This is Primetime Sports, WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna, 1019, 100.5, AM 1450, WGNSSports.com, Big GTV, streaming video, and always at the game. The game. It's time for the Primetime Sports Countdown to the Game, sponsored by the law offices of John Day, working hard to help injured people in Rutherford County and Middle Tennessee. Since moving to Medical Center Parkway, they've helped thousands get legal help that they've needed when they've needed it the most. If you've been injured, go to johndaylegal.com for a free consultation. And remember, there are no fees unless they win your case. Now, let's join the Primetime Sports team for tonight's featured game from WGNS and Big G TV.
Well, tonight, the region championship goes to the PCA Lions by a final score of 30-13. They scored, 3 touchdowns in the second half and held MTCS scoreless in the second half to take the victory here tonight over their rival and take the number 1 seed, get a bye next week. MTCS will get to host next week in the first round of the playoffs. We'll talk a lot about that tomorrow morning on Cougar Corner with MTCS coach Christian Peterson. And get all your brackets tomorrow on the Coaches Show right before we start our interviews in the morning when we do our scoreboard show. But tonight, let's go over the scoring. This was an excellent matchup between these two teams. The first 2 years, MTCS won 41-0. Then last year, PCA won 41-7. This was not even close to being that type of a game. I mean, we're in the fourth quarter, and it's a one-score game. So here's how things went tonight. And, in fact, after an MTCS defensive stand, they come down, early second quarter after a scoreless first quarter, and Ali Bangura for his first of a couple of touchdowns tonight on your Sir Pizza replays.
Replays.
Bangura tries to get in, and does he? Yes, sir. It's a 6-yard rumble for Ali Bangura. And the Cougars draw first blood here in the Battle of the Airport.
What a run from Bangura right there. Run off guard right there into the end zone to get the Cougars on the board.
That made it 6-0 as the extra point was not good tonight on that kick. Then Mr. Burkhofer goes to work just a couple of minutes later at the 5:51 mark. One of 3 touchdowns for him. What a night Sean Burkhofer had, and this one put PCA up.
Replays.
It's going to be Burkhofer into the end zone. Touchdown Lions. In the Wildcat. Direct snap to Burkhofer, and the senior is in for touchdown number 5 on the season.
Great run right there for Sean Burkhofer. Up the middle, followed his blocking and right into the end zone for the Lions touchdown.
Extra point was good by Cooper McFarland, and it was 7-6 PCA. Then with no time left in the first half to take the halftime lead into the locker room, Ali Bangura.
Replays.
It's going to be Burkhofer into the end zone. Touchdown Lions. Ali Bangura with Will Odom on his right hip. Snap to him. Goes up right side and in. Touchdown Cougars. And as time expires on this first half, the Cougars regain the lead.
Great blocking by the Cougar offensive line right there, getting Bangura a hole to get it in the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, that takes us to the second half, and with 4 minutes and 25 seconds left in the third quarter, it took a long time to regain the lead, but they did, and they never relinquished the lead, and Mr. Burkhofer finds the end zone for the 6th time this season.
Replays.
Burkhofer in the Wildcat running it into the end zone for the touchdown. Lions. Burkhofer went in untouched. They just blew it open right there.
What a run right there for Sean Burkhofer, the heart and soul of the team and took it himself right on in there for the touchdown.
The extra point was good, and that gave PCA the lead that they would not relinquish. Burkhofer gets his 7th touchdown as we started the 4th quarter, so back-to-back scores for them really put the pressure on MTCS.
Replays.
And this time it's once again Burkhofer who is into the end zone. Touchdown, PCA. And the Lions find Peter to the end to extend their lead.
Sean Burkhofer once again following his tackles into the end zone for a touchdown for another Lion score.
The extra point was good. It was 21-13 at that point, and with their backs against the wall, MTCS goes for it on 4th and long, deep in their own territory, and PCA tackles Nichols in the end zone for the safety that gave PCA a 10-point advantage. And then to put it away for good with 31 seconds left in the ball game, Mr. Dedman on the run.
Replays.
There's the snap. Dedman goes left side. First down and more. 30, 20. Hits a guy. 15, 10, 5. End zone. Touchdown. Porter Dedman. And he takes it 42 yards to put an exclamation on this Battle of the Airport tonight.
Wow. Dedman just ran away from the Cougar defenders right there all the way to the end zone for a 42-yard touchdown to put this one away.
And the extra point was good by the backup kicker tonight who came into the game, Jacob Mayer, the freshman, after the starting kicker, Cooper McFarland, the senior, was injured. We hope things are going to be fine there, but he did finish the game. The freshman he was good on all 3 kicks tonight. And your final score is 30-13, PCA a winner, and region champions winning their first region championship.
Sir Pizza. That's your Sir Pizza replays. Be sure to check out the Sir Pizza podcast later and download and listen back to the game at WGNSSports.com. And for your next family night, don't forget Sir Pizza. From the traditional pepperoni to the signature royal feast, Queen's Feast, or King's Feast, Sir Pizza is ready to feed your hungry family. Sir Pizza on East Main, on South Church Street, and Memorial Boulevard. Plus, you can order your favorite pizza online at sirpizzatn.com and on their app. Download to start earning rewards points.
Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
And as we come back here, before we continue with the post-game show, I just got a message that reminded me to remember this. And, you know, we're right at the back door of where TL's trophies used to be. Mm-hmm. And, of course, being in the trophy business, TL for Thomas Lewis. Thomas Lewis Hopkins, former Riverdale basketball coach. He passed away today. So we send our condolences to the family. But really great guy. He was all about Rutherford County and our local athletes, and a great educator. And so we'll miss Thomas Lewis Hopkins and remember him this evening. Well, let's turn things over and get some stats here. Fans Heating and Air and Winners Trophies and JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates, teaming up for these. And anywhere in here that you have a TOA highlight or an SRM Concrete Solid Performer for either of you, just let me know. But we'll start things off here with Rod and the defense.
Okay, for the PCA Lions, the region champions, Sean Burkhofer had 15 tackles. And I think you said his name a lot tonight.
Had 3 touchdowns tonight, too.
I imagine his grandpa's really happy.
He does, I guarantee you.
And also Davis Warren had 5 tackles. Porter Dedman had 3. Davis Warren also had a fumble recovery. And Garrison Dedman had 3 tackles. Knox Willis had 6. And that's it for PCA. But really a fine performance. They, as the game went, the opening play just was like a shock to them. Started seeing the quickness and the movement and the change of direction and the way the play is different, but you could tell as the game went along, they got used to it, and then they began to take over. They're a senior-laden team, and MTCS is a sophomore, junior-laden team, and you can tell the strength, the physical strength, really taking over, and the experience that they have after at least playing 3 years for many of them for the PCA Lions. For Middle Tennessee Christian, Cooper Jones, kind of taken after his brother, of part of the state championship team, had his 11 tackles. Ali Bergman had 8, and he had an interception that he had a 42-yard run back, which put him in good position at that time. But PCA began to take over. Roy Culberson, from his defensive line position, had 6 tackles. Jackson Shoemaker had 4. Eric Bowling, their leading tackler on the team, had 9. Landry Mason had 4, and Trey Ewell had 4. Braxton Lillis was okay, go take that back. Braxton Lillis, I wrote it down here in the wrong spot. He, for PCA, go back, maybe one of the big plays of the game. He had the safety tackle, which he led the 9 points, which really put the game away at that point.
All righty. Well, let's look on the offensive side, and I'm going to just go ahead and call it now. Our Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance player of the game, Sean Burkhofer for MTCS.
Well, that's good you picked that. You would have had an argument.
No argument here.
Because you said he had 15 tackles tonight, and I know he had 3 touchdowns. Offensively, he was a beast, Bill.
He really was, and it was a huge win tonight for the PCA Lions for their first ever region championship. With a big 30-13 win tonight over the MTCS Cougars. And I want to say before I get into the stats, this game was a lot closer than that final score showed. Yeah. The Cougars had the ball, under 5 minutes to go, down to score. So really good win here tonight for the PCA Lions. For the Lions tonight in total on their stats for the night on offense, they had 229 yards on the ground, 172 yards through the air for a total of 401 yards. Individually tonight for the Lions, Nate Lamb had 1 carry for 12 yards. Porter Dedman, really good night, 14 carries, 104 yards, and a touchdown late here in the game to kind of seal it for the Lions. Jacob Meyer had 2 carries for 10 yards. Josh Meyer had 10 carries for 34 yards. And, the workhorse of the night, Sean Burkhofer, 12 carries, 42 yards, and 3 touchdowns for the Lions. Also, Braxton Lillis had 1 carry, yards. Passing tonight, Nate Lamb was, 15 of 17 for 172 yards, and he did throw 1 interception. Receiving for PCA, Zayden Rauner had 7 catches for 102 yards. Jacob Meyer, 2 catches for 24 yards. Knox Lillis, 1 catch for 2 yards. And Davis Warren, 1 catch for 2 yards. And the PCA Lions improved to 8-2, 4-0 in region play. For the MTCS Cougars, who fall tonight to 5-3, 3-1 in region play, they had 226 total yards on the ground, 15 yards through the air for a total of 241 yards. Individually for the Cougars, Ali Bangura had 25 carries for 117 yards and 2 touchdowns, and I would like to, Brian, just put him out there as the player of the game for the Cougars. Also, Riley Brown had 14 carries for 87 yards. Marlo Nichols, 4 carries for 11 yards. And Cooper Jones, 1 carry for 11 yards. Marlo Nichols completed 1 pass for 15 yards tonight through the air. And it was to Ali Bangura for 15 yards. Once again, the Cougars fall to 5-3 overall, 3-1 in region play, and I believe they will host a playoff game here next week.
Yes, that'll be the 2 seed versus the 3. We'll get all of that for you in the morning. And so Bangura will be our SRM Concrete Solid Performer, locally grown, nationally known. SRM Concrete supporting our local athletes, and our thanks to TOA for their highlight. Of course, they've got emergency orthopedic urgent care open all across Rutherford County in case you need that type of situation. So they've got you covered at TOA, Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance. Well, that is going to wrap up our regular season here, and it's time for the playoffs next week. We are going to go with the Riverdale Warriors to Lebanon for the first round of the Class 6A state championship run, if you will. Oakland will be at home hosting Cookeville. Well, let me talk about Riverdale first. The Riverdale-Lebanon winner will either host West Ridge or travel to Maryville in round number 2, so that they are in the pod together. Blackman will be at home versus Gallatin, and Blackman would either host Farragut or travel to Dobbins-Bennett if they were to get a win in that game. Oakland Patriots will host the Cookeville Cavaliers, and if they win, they would host Jefferson County or Bradley Central. And the Smyrna Bulldogs will travel to Green Hill, and that is in Wilson County. And the Smyrna Green Hill winner, well, let's say Smyrna. If they were to win, they would travel to either Oak Ridge or Science Hill in round number 2. So that's kind of how that 6A top half of the bracket is going to wind up. A lot more conversation about that in the morning, but it's hard to believe, but we've made it to playoff time.
Boy, what an exciting time, though, Brian. You play 11 weeks with the bye week in there for everybody to get to this point, to have a chance to compete for a state championship. 4 of our 6A teams are going to go on. Eagleville's going to go on. PCA and MTCS are going to go on. And it's just it's the most exciting time of the year. It's what kids, coaches, fans, parents sacrifice, administration sacrifices. This is what it's about, and it starts next Friday night.
Well, this started in July, and here we are with teams moving on. So going to be a lot of fun. Again, we're going to go with Riverdale to Lebanon next week and see how things go from there. And this will be our last regular season game in terms of Big G TV video. Got to thank our Stewart's Creek TV and Chris Bissinger out there, and great fellas, Jonas Harmon and Mikey Woodring helping us here. Micah Robeson from the station also pitching in on the Big G TV side, and we're trying to work some things out. Who knows? But our plan, obviously, is to continue that when possible. So we'll see what happens with that. But our thanks to them. And, of course, Jackson Smith has been behind the console for just about every game this season, so certainly appreciate him back at Radio Ranch. Well, got home a little earlier tonight.
Yes.
I'm ready.
But it could have been earlier if I left my watch away.
Yeah. We're going to take that watch away from Rod.
Well, I thought, man, we got a record here. It's not even 1 hour we're going to be doing this half.
And then what did we see? 15,000 flags thrown in the game tonight. But get to turn in a little earlier back there at the station with Jackson because we had Thursday Night Thunder last night. We'll be back to our regular Friday schedule next week. So that's going to do it. Bill, appreciate it. We'll see you next Friday, too.
Absolutely looking forward to it.
Going to Lebanon with the gang next Friday night. Hope you'll join us for that. Coach's Show in the morning. Bill will join myself and John for that. So be on the air with that about 9 o'clock. On WGNS and Big G TV. For all of our broadcast crew, I'm Brian Barrett from MTCS saying so long until the next time we meet in the playoffs.
Thanks for joining us for tonight's high school sports action on WGNS and Big G TV. Visit WGNSSports.com later to download, watch, or listen to the full podcast of the game. And be sure to check the site for details for the next State Farm Prep Sports broadcast. The station manager of WGNS is Brian Barrett, Primetime Sports Director John Dinkins, and the executive producer of Big G TV, Dalton Barrett. A big thank you to all the sponsors who made tonight's broadcast possible. This has been a Primetime Sports presentation on the Good Neighbor Network.